right, so it looks like we are now live at this point across all platforms. It looks like it needed a good power cycle, like always. Needed a good power cycle. Looks like things are running good. Things are finally running good. All right. So, all right, what's good, guys? Much better. Yeah, much better. Just needed I think that with this internet that I have, and like with what's going on, if you're using it in peak time, like you have to power cycle at least twice, 2 to 3 times a week. I usually power cycle once a week, but we're probably going to bump that up to at least maybe every other day I power cycle. Like every other day, or maybe even just every day we power cycle. Like that's probably the best option. But anyway, excuse me. What's good, everybody? OJ here. Welcome back to PE Live. Today, we've got a fantastic show for you guys. We're talking about Monolith Soft's new game based off of what the composer said. We're talking about Platinum Games, their influence on the Nintendo Switch, their sales, and the Switch 2 stuff. I did a video on it today. If you saw my video, we're going to be talking about it more today. We're talking about Tokyo Game Show, Persona 3 Reload, Saga Emerald Beyond, Unicorn Overlord. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff to go over, so much different gaming news to go over. It is going to be a great show. We're also going to be discussing crazy Xbox fans. Because here they go again. Oh, Day-Day. That crazy bleep out there again. Hey, man, what's she doing with that key? Man, that's a big old key. Yeah, them crazy Xbox fans again. You know we got to talk about them. You know we got to discuss them. So we're going to talk about that. Of course, getting all of your questions, music, and other stuff in as well. It is going to be a bonanza of awesomeness today, and I hope you guys enjoy the ride as much as I do. Before we get into it, though, let's hit let's hit the like button. Let's get the hype going on today's stream. A little bit low energy yesterday. We need to definitely up the tempo for today. So yeah, the Shadow Realm didn't hold me, my boy. I was not banned or anything. The internet connection was just a little crusty, but that's not the Shadow Realm. That's not the Shadow Realm. You're using the term wrong. You're using the term wrong. Usually a Shadow Realm would be like you completely like your internet completely cuts out and like nobody can hear you. Like it just stops. That's the Shadow Realm. You're using it wrong, casual noob. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Let me help you out. All right. Okay, take it easy, Stuart. Thanks for coming out so late. I know it's really late in your neck of the woods. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for coming through so much. All right, so let's go and get into some shout outs though. Let's get into some shout outs. But Stuart, thank you for hanging out, even though it was just for a little bit. Sorry that I couldn't start earlier for you. I know you UK peeps, it's tough on you guys, man. Dior, what is good? I know I saw Ryan here as well. Or he was here earlier. J2 Blue, Nintendork, J.A. Santana, Rena Habog says looks good now. Yes, ma'am. Xbox owns PlayStation. What is good? Daniel Charney, what is good? Welcome. Pensers, Nintendrone, Monado Mario, The Casual Noob, 10,000 Noodles, Joseph S, Brian 27. Xbox owns says excited for level 5 Tokyo Game Show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Party Man, what is good? Pony Up says fresh hard reset boosted the bit rate. Yeah, definitely boosted the quality. So we just needed a reset. That's all we needed. I think though, once I get everything set up at my new place, I'm going to have a fiber optic internet wired directly to my room, and then I'm going to have like a secondary internet for like my wife and like the family and all that, you know. So like I'm gonna have 2 separate internets. I'm gonna have one directly just for streaming, and then one that everybody else can use, one that like my TVs will use and all that stuff like that. No, I'm not playing Cyberpunk. No. Let's see. Thanks, bro. I'm off tomorrow. I'll stay as long as I'm awake. All right. Shout outs. Hopefully I can make it entertaining for you so you don't fall asleep while I'm talking. J Will presents. Welcome. Ryan M. Welcome back, my man. DHC. Shout outs to all the elite ninjas. Thank you guys so much for showing up to the stream. Fios at ATT fiber, Spectrum, Time Warner trash. Yeah, we'll see what fiber I get. I got a couple different options, so we'll see which one I got. I had fiber at my old place or at my other place, and it was good, but it was very on and off, hit and miss. But I think it was because of where it was installed. It's extremely hot where I live, and I think it was chewing, or it was burning up the place, like the box, because it's not inside, it's outside. So I think that was the issue. So we'll see. Greg Abbott with the 24 months of chewed in tier becoming the Pure Eye. Let's go. Thank you so much, Greg Abbott, with the 24 months chewed in tier. Guys, my boys, elite ninjas, fellow ninja members, it is only $1 to become that chewed in tier, baby. 2 years. My man, Greg Abbott, thank you so much for your support. If you want to become a member, !member, all lowercase in the chat. Get in on that chewed in tier. Let's get back up to 620 elite ninja today. Let's go. I know we can do it. Serial, what is good, man? Welcome. Jeff Shadow says, hey, OJ, are you going to get the Legend of Nayuta Boundless Trials, the Falcom game? I will probably pick it up at some point. I'm playing FF15. How you doing, OJ and Ninja Village? I'm doing good. So you went back to FF15, huh? Why did you go back to FF15? What got you to go back there? Xbox Series X frame rate boost or what? If you want a good fiber, try bran muffin. All right, thank you. I will, casual noob. I will definitely eat that bran muffin for good fiber. What's up, Dior? Welcome. Welcome. J2 Bluin in the sky. Welcome, sir. How are you doing today? Dior, once again. Yeah, no Cyberpunk for me. I never went through the full game, so I'm not really invested in Cyberpunk, and I still don't know why that game is in third person. I still think the game would be better in third person. So, I mean, it's just, I'm not good with first person games, guys. Like, my eyes, I get nauseous with first person games, so I think it's best I just stay away from them. So I don't know if, I think I might be done with first person games for the most part. So that's that. What's up, Iscal? On PS5, just needed to remember how it wasn't as disappointing as FF16. Oh, no, don't say that, man. You're going to have Junior down your throat when it comes down to it, man. You're going to have Junior down your throat. Seriously. It's all good. It's all good. You can ease the pain of the Jets season with some Final Fantasy. Junior is gone, OJ. You never know. He might come out of retirement. He might come out of retirement for this one, you know? He might come out of retirement for this one. What's up, Alonzo Vines? What is up, my man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight, sir? Shout outs to everybody coming through. Glad you guys can make it to the stream. Let's go and let's jump into the content. We have 100 plus people here, which is really good for the beginning of the show. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's not keep everybody waiting. One thing that I want to actually start doing is getting into the content a bit faster. And of course, answering all of your questions as we go along. So I'll do my best to keep up. Monolith Soft's new game. So I actually made a video on this not too long ago, a couple days ago, where I talked about Monolith Soft's new game. Now, there is a composer for Monolith Soft. You guys know, remember this name of this song? Engage the Enemy. How about Counterattack? Yeah, this guy. He is absolutely incredible. And he's talked about how he's ready for a fresh start. I forgot the name. It's not, of course, it's not Mitsuda. Mitsuda did help out. But it's the let me look up the composer so I can make sure I talk about him. I talked about it. I talked about it in my video, Xenoblade. But he's been here since Xenoblade 1, so he's been the composer and he's been composing the music for a long time. Yes, here we go. It's Kenji Hiramatsu. Yes, Kenji Hiramatsu. That's him. And he talked about how it's time for a fresh start, that he gave everything in his ability, everything that he had for Xenoblade. And I said this in my video, but I actually ended up editing it out. But I want to once again call out the Game Awards. He gave every ounce that he has to Xenoblade. He gave everything that he had for Xenoblade 3. The Trinity box. You have 100-something tracks full of completely different styles, but also interconnected music. I don't understand how that loses out to a 27-track game. Let's just say, taking away bias, right? They're both incredible music. If you have something that has 100+ tracks of incredible music and they're both good, how do you lose to a less than 30 track game? That makes no sense. You can't sit here and tell me that God of War's music is so much better. God of War Ragnarok's music is so much better than Xenoblade's, that Xenoblade can have 100 more tracks of incredible music and lose out. There is no way God of War Ragnarok's music is that much better to where a composer does 4 times the music, right? 4 times plus the music. There is no way. The Game Awards, I just want to say, the Game Awards are trash. Complete trash. There is no chance in hell that God of War Ragnarok's overall OST is better. Everything considered. You're talking about high tracks, low tracks, easy music, slow music, all that. Boss themes, amount of music, content. There's no way God of War Ragnarok is better. Oh my gosh! Oh my god, Big Queen!
Just wanted to say hi. My chat isn't working and the link to Streamlabs wasn't working for me either. Had to go to past open tab, so I hope this works.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the link was not working. Thank you so much. Hold up. We got 2 donos that came in. We got, oh my god, it's going through. Pony up with the $2. It says Nate reports Switch 2 with 10% of Series S within 10% of Series S performance. That's interesting. We're definitely going to talk about that in a video tomorrow. I did not see that from Nate, but I will double check on that and then we'll discuss it in a video. Bead Queen. Jesus. Thank you so much, Pony Up, for the big $2. Then Bead Queen coming in with a big, huge $100 dono. Oh my goodness. Yo, we are starting off hot, guys. Do not let Bead Queen's huge Elite Ninja pledge. Do not let that. Do not let that go to waste. Bead Queen, it is not going to. Bead Queen, thank you so much for the big $100 dono. Activating that infinite. Tsukiyomi, you are definitely the top Shinja Stream Hokage. Thank you so much for your support, Bead Queen. Let me ask a question, and I don't mean this to be DSP on you guys, okay? Can somebody actually go through the link at the top, and if you want to donate like $1, I can refund it, whatever the case is. But if you were going to drop a dono today, can somebody test it out? Because I click on it and everything works, but it always works whenever I click on it. But if you guys can click on that, and if you were going to drop a dono today, just to test it out, see if it works. If not, I will redo the link. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. Goodness gracious. Thank you so much, Bead Queen. I appreciate it. What's up, Miles? Welcome. Shout outs. Yasunori Mitsuda was the composer for Xenoblade. He helped out, but Xenoblade also has other composers as well. It's not a one-man crew. That's why this whole God of War situation is BS. You know, the man literally made my favorite Xenoblade songs and favorite songs in general. Yes. Yes, he did. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be insane as exclusive for Xbox. Can't wait for Fallout 3 Remaster. Yeah, well, we'll see once that stuff comes out. Absolutely, Tamales. Shout-outs, though. Shout-outs to Bead Queen. You guys give some big love to the Hokage-S Bead Queen. Not only 4 times the music, better music in general. Yeah, like, I don't see how anybody can sit here and say that Engage the Enemy isn't just as good as any other Xenoblade or God of War track, or not even just Engage the Enemy. Like, how about The Way to Life? You can't sit here and tell me that God of War has way better music than Weight of Life. That's track. There is no way. No way. And even if you say that, you gotta at least say, okay, they're on par, even though they're not. But let's just say they're on par. Okay, great. I've listened to the whole soundtrack for God of War. Xenoblade has 100 more tracks. 100 more tracks. I don't see how God of War Ragnarok won the soundtrack of the year over Xenoblade. It's just people didn't play the game. They just didn't play the game. Like both games, but yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 by far had the better OST. Not even close. Didn't you see what happened during the Game Awards? The flute guy went insane on the Xenoblade tracks. That's how you know it was the best OST. Everybody went nuts with the flute guy on Xenoblade. You know what I'm saying? Says Barry McCrary's a go-to composer. He's a go-to composer, but bro, he's not Yasunori Mitsuda. Like, no offense to Barry McCrary, but he's not Yasunori Mitsuda. I'm sorry. He's not Yasunori Mitsuda. He's a great composer, but he did 27 tracks. Like, I mean, come on, bruh. You can't sit here and tell me that compared to 27 tracks of goated music compared to 127 tracks or 120 plus tracks of goated music. Let's just keep it a buck here. Let's just keep it real. What decides the soundtrack of the year in the Game Awards? Whoever played that game the most. Obviously, it's got to be good music, but most of the time, it's just the most popular game. Whatever the reviewers played the most. They didn't play Xenoblade, so Xenoblade, it got nominated because like people were pissed off before. Yo, Renna Habog with the big $20 dono. But Renna, do you want me? Fine. Thank you, Renna. Do you want me to donate, or do you want me to refund that to you? Let me know, and I swear I will refund that to you in on PayPal. So let me know, and I'll refund it because I just wanted somebody to test it. You didn't have to, but let me know if you want me to refund it, and I have no problem refunding it. No, it's fine. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like I said, I don't want to like DSP you guys into donating or whatever the case. I just wanted somebody to check to see if it, like, to test to see if it works, because it always works when I use it. So the link's fine. At least the link works for Renna. Thank you so much, Renna. I appreciate it. Thank you for the big $20 as well. Appreciate you. Xenoblade music will pop up. I have Xenoblade music in the iShow Sneed. I have Xenoblade music in my player here. Unless Renna wants something. If you want a Xenoblade track, just drop a dono of any amount. Bead Queen, if you want some music, let me know in the chat. Renna, if you want some music, let me know in the chat. But I do have Xenoblade music coming up in the next few tracks. So Xeno is on the playlist. Let's hear it. What's up, Sweet Life of Dio Brando? Welcome. I'm guessing they are judging who has the best music at the high end wins. What does that even mean, at the high end? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Also got to give props to Ace, some of the best guitar work I've heard in general. Yeah, it's pretty good. So let's see here. But shout outs, guys. Thank you for your support. But anyway, let's get back to it. I can stop whining, crying, and complaining about Xenoblade and it not getting an award for music. Let's talk about the new game. So it seems like Monolith Soft is gearing up for their new game, and it's going to be the brand new IP we've all been waiting for. I'm looking forward to that too, because I think Monolith Soft's new IP is going to be something that blows our minds. Now, Pony Up gave me a, he said that Nate said that the performance is within 10%. I wonder where Nate is getting that information. I'm going to look up, where did he say that? Did he have a Nate the Hate podcast? Because I didn't see that. Oh, okay, hold up. I didn't see that. He says, we'll have a new episode available tomorrow going over recent Nintendo Direct, how Nintendo finds themselves in a unique position moving in the future, and the leaked Xbox email discussing the Switch 2's expected performance range and what it all means. The leak, okay, was that a leaked email? So yeah, like, I don't, when did he say that in an actual, like, statement? Because, like, he said tomorrow. I don't recall him saying that, like, that's actually what it is. 10th anniversary show, I'm still working out of time, guys, just because I have a lot of different things going on. So I'm not exactly sure when it's going to be, but I have to have it either, like, this Sunday, or I have to have it, like, Monday or something like that. I've got to have it sometime soon. So it's got to be sometime within the next few days. So I will give you guys a heads up well ahead of time. I will schedule it so you guys can all see when it's going to happen ahead of time for the 10th anniversary show. And it'll be a long stream. So I'm still putting together what we're going to do for the stream, though. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just been crazy. I swear, I promise to you, I will reveal all. I promise I will reveal all in the anniversary show. I've got some huge announcements, some big things for PlayerEssence. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. It's not bad news. It's actually really cool, good news. But if you want to know why I'm still taking my time on it and seeing when, is because there's a lot of crazy stuff happening. So, let's see. He means Nintendo Prime 10% specs new vid. Okay, Nintendo Prime. Oh, okay. Did Nintendo Prime get it from like the leaked emails, or where did Nintendo Prime get it from? So yeah. Is the new Xenoblade Chronicles game going to be an MMO RPG? No, it's not. It's probably not going to be an MMO RPG. No. Nate is Nintendo Prime. He just made a video. He got the source from Red Tech. Oh my God. Okay. Disregard the whole thing. He says Nate and Nintendo Prime Nate. Okay. I thought it was Nate the Hate Nate. Okay. Disregard the whole thing. Not because of Nate, because of Red Tech Gaming. Red Tech Gaming gets a lot of sketchy sources and just says a lot of things, clickbaity, like type of rumors and stuff like that. Not saying that Red Tech Gaming is a bad guy, but no, that's not it. No. In one way or another, only games that pander to the journals have a shot at TGAs. After all, the journals who have a great part of saying on what game takes an award. That's true. 90% of the vote. So yeah. No, we weren't talking about Xenoblade. We were talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 performance. So I thought Pony Up did a dono of $2 and says Nate reports Switch 2 with within 10% of Series S performance. So I thought he meant Nate the Hate, not Nintendo Prime. Like I said, it's not. Once again, Nintendo Prime gets the information from somebody else. So I'm not hating on Nintendo Prime. I'm just saying like Red Tech Gaming says like Red Tech Gaming has really sketchy sources. I don't think he has real sources. Casual Noob with the dollar donation says, maybe the more tracks for Xenoblade made reviewers not listen as opposed to less tracks, because once you hear Xenoblade soundtrack, it's lights out for Ragnarok. By the way, I'm down another pound. Nice. I think that they didn't play the game at all. I think that's what happened. They didn't listen to the music at all. So I think that's what happened. They did not play the game. I am 95% sure that 90+% of the review, the Game Awards people did not play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and did not listen to the music. So I think it's more to do with them not actually playing it, more so than like it had too many tracks. Let's see here. Can y'all be straightforward? Ninty Prime and Nate Drake is simple. Yeah, like, or just like Nate the Hate, or like, you know, Nintendo Prime. He goes by Nintendo. I mean, he goes by Nate, but it's Nintendo Prime. Like, that's his YouTube channel. So it's always good to use somebody's YouTube channel name instead of their actual name, because like a lot of people are named Nate or Nathan, you know. So that's why it's always good to use their channel name. So yeah. I'm sorry, but God of War Ragnarok music sounds generic. No offense to Ragnarok, it sounds like a fun game. It sounds generic because it's in that big Western, you know, game music. But there's a lot of cool nuances with the music in God of War Ragnarok. I'll give it that. Obviously, it doesn't sound as exotic as a JRPG. Like, JRPG music sounds way more exotic than like AAA Western developers. They have a certain tone that they go for compared to Japanese developers, and the sound of the music is going to appeal to certain people. Some people like that dun 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 like type of music, right? Like the 300 and like you know, I am Sparta, like that type of music, you know, from like the movies. There's that style, right? Like Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, you know, Horizon. All of these games are very similar in how they do things. And Japanese RPGs have their own similar style in terms of it. And then you have like tweeners, you have like hybrids like Final Fantasy 16 that are trying to go Western with music, but then also keep a little bit of their Japanese influence as well, which I love that type of music. Like Final Fantasy 16's soundtrack is incredible, but it has like a nice blend of the two. So I kind of like either a blended or just like straight up Japanese style music. I'm not a huge fan of Western, you know, AAA music, AAA style music. It just doesn't fit me. But you know, everybody's different. So even the first 27 tracks of Xenoblade Chronicles is better than God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, I guess we're a bunch of Xeno fans, though. I think a lot of people would disagree if you take it to the Twitter polls. But then again, most people probably didn't play Xenoblade 3. Yeah, it was very safe. Nothing really new or eye-popping. He even said he's never heard of him. Not sure why he made a video with this info. He made a video because it's clickbait. It's like clicks. So I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. But Red Tech Gaming is not someone that you should be like taking his sources, because I don't think he has actual real sources. But within 10% performance, I mean, I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. We don't know, but I'll check it out. I thought it was Nate the Hate. But Nate the Hate has a new video coming out tomorrow. I'm actually working on a top 25 best indie games on the Switch, which you guys should all watch, because as I was going through and looking through the games that I played and like the best reviewed games and everything, holy smokes, the indie games on Switch are really good. They're really good. So I got it down to about 25. Now the order might be a little bit wonky, so I will admit that. So don't take the order too seriously until you get to like the top 10. But anywhere between like 11 through 25 can be interchanged for the most part. Probably maybe a bit more than that. But yeah, there's a lot of good indie games. I got a top 25 list. It's a long video, 30 plus minutes, or at least right now before I edit it down. So it's almost 30 minutes of pure heat of great indie games. So yeah, if you're looking for a new game to play, you're kind of burnt out on AAA games, yeah, I've got a great list of indie games, and these games are really good. Like, a lot of these games have better mechanics and are better than a lot of AAA games, or AA games. So yeah, right now we have a little bit of a lull before we get to like the big games like Super Mario RPG and maybe Deca Police this year and some of the other titles that are coming out, in terms of Switch stuff. So it might be a good time to get into some indie games. So I think it's a perfect time. I've been sitting on this video for like 2 weeks now, you know? So, Golf Story, you know what? Golf Story is not on the list. And the reason why Golf Story is not on the list is because I simply just forgot it. It definitely could have made the list, but I rounded up at least 50 indie games that could be considered in the top 25. You know, at least 50 indie games. And it was tough to pick them. But I didn't just go off of what I think. I went off I went off other things. There was like a lot of factors, you know. So hopefully you guys enjoy. It's a really good list. It's a good edited video. I'm at the very beginning, so it's gonna take me another 4 or 5 hours to edit it. But once it's done, it'll be up on the channel. So I probably won't have a video in the morning for you guys, but I'll have a video. The video will be later. But it's a good video. It's super good. It's super good. That Xeno 3 tutorial battle music better than all of Ragnarok soundtrack. Y'all here killing Ragnarok, man. Been playing Gravity Rush and it sucks Japan studio was shut down. Yeah, man, I feel you, mild god. I feel you, bro. We're all there with you, man. We all want great, you know, Japan studio games. They've made some awesome stuff. It sucks that, you know, they got shut down. What's up, Zoltor? If I haven't said what up to you, make sure you say what up in the chat. Shout outs to everybody watching. Appreciate it. We are still talking about the Monolith soft title. Let's see here. We are still talking about that. So if you want to talk about Monolith soft and what you want from them, I will take questions and comments or other stuff too that you want to talk about that before we move into like Astral Chain and Switch 2 and stuff like that. All right, flipping the Switch with the $10 dono. Let's keep that hype going. Let's go, baby. We got a combo going. Within the last 17 minutes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 donos, 5 times the combo. Let's see if we can get another 5 to make it a 10 times combo. Let's go. 5 times combo going on here. Flipping this with the $10. I think he's on the boat. Are you on the boat? Or is it getting too cold for the boat? Flipping this switch. Is it getting too cold for the boat? What's good, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, sir? How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout outs to all 200 plus people watching. Guys, I need you to do me a big favor. Don't be a bum. Be an elite, be a top, be at the top of the class, and hit that like button. Let's get to 150 likes. This stream, we do it big over here. All of you guys are welcomed elite ninjas. All of you guys are valued. All of you guys are incredible. We leave no ninja behind. Hit that like button, guys. Let's get it done. Let's go. Casual noob with the dollar dono and says the connection to music when you experience something like a movie is much more profound because of that experience. All I can say is the moon hits so hard. Thanks for making me a Xenoblade fan. Hey, no problem, dude. I appreciate that. Shout outs. 6 times the combo. Let's go. Going for a 10 times combo, baby. We're at number 6 within the last 18 minutes. Let's get it. Am I excited for the Princess Peach game? Yes, I am. Check out my videos where I actually gushed about the Princess Peach game multiple times in my grading video of the Nintendo Switch, and I also talked about it in a separate video as well. I talked about it not too long ago. Let me see here. It was in my video. Yeah, grading the Nintendo Switch, and also, yeah, it was in that video where I did my Nintendo Direct grading. So check out that video. I talked about Princess Peach Showtime quite a bit in that video. So check it out. Hit the notification bell, guys. Make sure you watch my vids because then you'll know exactly what I'm excited for, what I'm looking forward to with the newest games and all that. Let's see. Do you think that the new IP will be drastically different from what they have done before? Yes, I do believe that it's going to be a very different game. It's going to be very different. It's not going to play or look like Xenoblade. It's going to be very different. I see them doing a fantasy. I think that they're going to try to take the next step in sales. I see them doing a fantasy RPG, like Final Fantasy, or not like not like Final Fantasy. I see them doing like Grand Blue. You guys know how Grand Blue looks? I see them doing something around the lines of like Grand Blue, where it's like swords and shields and less, you know, weird mechs and stuff like that, and more grounded, like with like monsters and like, you know, magic and things like that, right? Not like ether. Ether's like, it's like a gas renewable that you use for weapons, and people don't really do like magic in Xenoblade. Like they do, but they don't, right? I see them doing like a traditional RPG in that sense, like a old school Final Fantasy game, right? Give it like something like that, like a Final Fantasy 8 or 9 or something. I see them doing something along the lines of that, but like, you know, swords, shields, you know, that type of thing. You know, I see them doing that. Do you possibly think Xenoblade 1 would have a remake? No, because they already did a remaster of Xenoblade 1. There's no point in remaking Xenoblade 1. They already did a high-end remaster of the game. What's up, Sortable Self? Welcome. No, I'm not interested in Like a Dragon, no. Real question is, would it be action, strategy, or turn-based? I think it's going to be an action RPG with ATB base, like ATB. That's what I think that they're going to do. I think that they're going to go to action RPG, ATB, or where you can pause the action completely and strategize your plan, but I don't think it's going to be a turn-based RPG. I don't think so. Let's see here. So, Dragon Quest with good music. Yeah, but an action, not turn-based. Not turn-based. Dragon Quest is turn-based. So, at least the Dragon Quest that we know. We have to wait and see for the new Dragon Quest. Although I do think that that Dragon Quest game will be turn-based as well. Let's see here. When does it start? When does what start, Jabon? Tokyo Game Show? Tokyo Game Show has pretty much already started. I'm actually excited for F-Zero 99. Or you're excited to play F-Zero 99? Because it's already out. So you excited to play the game? Hey, what's up, Michael? Welcome. What's up, Dan S? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Super Wavy Man? What is good? What is good? Welcome. Stuck at work. Can't wait to get off so I can get back on some MK1. Yeah, man. I thought about it. You know what? I've been watching people play, and I thought about it. Like, I'm thinking about it, but I still haven't pulled the trigger yet. Still haven't pulled the trigger on Street Fighter yet. I still got to buy Street Fighter and MK1. Well, I want to see which one I actually want to put time into. I want it to kind of wait a little bit, so we'll see. What should we expect from Tokyo Game Show? Just new trailers coming out for games that we know about. More details and information. So, for example, today we got Persona 3 Reload, new screenshots, new trailer. We got a new Unicorn Overlord. We got a new trailer for Saga, Emerald Beyond. So, a lot of the games that were announced, just expect information to be coming out from those games. So, yeah. Do you think that the Switch logo will appear next to Persona 3 at TGS? No, because it would have already done so, because they already announced. No. They would have already stated that it's coming to Switch if it was going to come to Switch. Why would they wait till Tokyo Game Show? That makes no sense. They would have already done it. So no, it's already at Tokyo Game Show. They already showed off the game some more. They have the new trailer, and it wasn't there. So, and I don't know why you'd expect that. Why would they wait till Tokyo Game Show? There's no point. They would have done it at a Nintendo Direct if it was going to be there. OJ, do you think the new IP for their first... do you think the new IP will be their first outside of Xenoblade franchise? Their first outside of... What does that mean? Their first outside of Xenoblade franchise? What does that... The new IP will be their first outside of... No, they've had other IPs outside of Xenoblade that were new. Like Summerbringer, for example. Or like Xenosaga. Like, I don't get what you're talking... Like Baten Kaitos. Those were all new IPs when they first made them. So I don't know what you mean by that, Steve. What time does update 2.0? I don't know what update you're talking about, Lo-Fi Boy. So you gotta let me know what update you're talking about, bro. Let's see here. Not related to Gears, Saga, and Blade. Not related to Gears, Saga, and Blade. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be related to any of those. No, I don't think it's gonna be a brand new IP. I don't think it's gonna be related to those. I mean, at the end of the day, while yes, Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade are all connected in some way, they're still all separate new IPs though. They all play differently and look differently and have different characters and different stuff. So I mean, those are all each individually new IPs, but they share a universe, you know? But it's definitely a new IP. Project Cross Zone 3, yeah, we actually don't need Project Cross Zone 3. What we do need first and foremost would be Project Cross Zone 1 and 2 ported over and enhanced, and then if that does well, then Project Cross Zone 3. But Project Cross Zone, for as good as it is, it's not better than any of Monolith Soft's like original games. Like, I don't think it is. Personally, I don't think it is, but it's a fun game. Let's see here. You are going body. I am going body. Let's see here. Let me check my I've got 0 drop frames, and I've got excellent condition stream health. So that might be your internet, casual noob, because everything says that I'm good on here. I haven't dropped any frames, 60 frames per second, and my stream health says green on YouTube. So, Sup OJ recently became a viewer within the last month. Thank you for viewing. Found you through RGT Who the F's series, and you're the main channel I watch now. Congrats on your upcoming anniversary. Thank you so much, Super Wavy man. Thank you for finding me through Who the F series from RGT, my homie RGT. Appreciate you, man. New update from developers Mike Rockburns and about Xenoblade leaks. I have not heard anything about that. Mike about Xenoblade leaks. Tell me more about that, Andres. We're simply talking about the composer who discussed how they're starting something new, something fresh. So yeah. You don't think it'll have the Xeno name at all? It might have the Xeno name, but that doesn't mean it's going to be a Xenoblade game. I mean, Xenogears and Xenosaga, they share a universe, but they're not, it's a new IP. Xenoblade's a new IP compared to Xenosaga. So, I mean, it might have the Xeno name, but it's going to be a fresh start, fresh gameplay. Like, Xenogears, Xenosaga, and Xenoblade don't play the same. You know, they have different mechanics, different gameplay, different everything, you know, when it comes down to it. So those games don't play the same. They just share a universe with certain things. So yeah. So, all right, Andres, yeah, you got me there. Good job, buddy. Good job. You know what else I said right here? Can you say, time your ass out? Let's go with that, Andres. Say that. How about you say that? I'm going to say that next. Time your ass out. Let's see. Do both have the silly auto fight mechanic? First of all, auto attacks aren't silly if you know how to play Xenoblade. So hold up. First of all, auto attacks aren't silly. I don't know why you would say something that silly, that auto attacks are silly. They're not. It's really good gameplay. And 2, no, they don't. I literally just said that none of them have the same battle system. Xenogears is a turn-based RPG. Xenosaga is a turn-based RPG. Xenoblade is an action RPG. Let's see, how do I like my Secret Lab share? I like it. I like it a lot. It's really good. This is why he got crotch on the brain, because he's probably a little boy sitting in his mom's room with nothing better to do. That's why. He's got nothing better to do. Do I think the iPhone 15 will take over the portable gaming space? No, because it's a phone. People don't buy phones to play hardcore console games. It's an iPhone. It ain't a console. You need games, not late ass ports of Resident Evil to take over the gaming space. Hey, what's up, Slick Finish? Welcome to the stream. Is there a way to play Xenogears on any current gen system? Technically, you could play it on like PSV. I guess that's not current gen. PS Vita, PS3 store, or PSN store, or something like that. You can get it on there, but no, there's no way to play it like on the current systems. No. Let's see. What's up, OJ? How you doing? I'm doing good, man. How you doing, Mr. Davis? Welcome to the stream. Let's see here. Let's just take that back. I know, seriously. G-Tab. We didn't G-Tab him. We just timed them out. I I always find it interesting when people think that like whenever some type of new portable device gets announced, all of a sudden, oh my God, it's gonna take over. Take over with what? Take over with what? Third-party games? Third-party ports of Assassin's Creed and Resident Evil? Nobody cares. Like, that's not gonna take over the portable gaming industry. Assassin's Creed and Resident Evil? Come on, man. Let's stop the cat. Let's stop the cat. Never played the other Xenoblades outside of one. OJ really didn't know. It's all good. It's not silly though. It's not silly. You just don't know how to play, and that's okay. Apple is making new games on Apple Arcade. Apple is making new games on Apple Arcade. Okay, well, what are all the big games on Apple Arcade that are doing really good, like Tears of the Kingdom or like Super Mario Odyssey or something like that? So let me know. Let's hear it. What's all the good stuff, Jack? Let me know. I'm oblivious to this stuff, so let me know where are all the big selling games, all the big games that are going to help take over the gaming scene. So what are all those games, Jack? I want to sit in my house and kill iPhone battery while playing Assassin's Creed. I know, seriously, it'll last two seconds. It's about to take over, baby. But no, it's all good. 888 job. It's all good, man. It is all good. Let's see. Red Tech just blabs on 20-minute videos. I'm still not sure what he's saying. I've seen Moore's Law be more correct more often. Yeah, I know. Seriously, that's why I'm saying Red Tech. I'm not gonna trust that. Yu Suzuki's latest game is an Apple Arcade exclusive. Yu Suzuki. What has Yu Suzuki done lately that has sold a lot? I know. I'm asking you, what are all the big games that are gonna take over the game industry sales-wise? That are gonna sell better than like Tears of the Kingdom, or better than like the brand new 3D Mario or a big Mario Kart game? These are the games that you're saying that Apple Arcade, it's going to take over, and you're saying Yu Suzuki. So what are all the big games that are selling like crazy that are going to take over what Nintendo's doing or what portable gaming's going, right? Like, let me know. Or hell, even what, what's it called is doing, what Steam, Valve is doing and all that, right? Like, so what are all the big games from Apple Arcade? Let's hear it, Jack. Yu Suzuki's game? Yu Suzuki, when was the last time that he did anything that was going to be big and that was bigger than what's going on right now with Nintendo and Valve and all that? So, like, let's hear it. Hey, what's up, Mr. Davis? I was really disappointed with Xenoblade 1, to be honest, but I'm playing 3 right now. So far, it's one of the best RPG experiences in a long time. I don't know how that even works. I don't even know how that's even a thing. Xenoblade 1 is incredible. I mean, Xenoblade 3 is better, but Xenoblade 1's incredible. See, it's a spiritual successor. Oh, the spiritual successor to Space Harrier is going to take over the gaming industry. All right, sounds good. Yu Suzuki's game is coming to Switch soon anyway. Well, there you go. It's also, so Yu Suzuki's game that it's coming to Apple Arcade that's going to be on Switch later is going to help take over the gaming industry. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It makes sense. Let's see here. Thoughts on about RGG games not being on Switch? I don't care about RGG games. I don't really care, so I don't have any thoughts. If people want to play RGG games on other systems, if it's not on Switch, oh well, play it on other systems. That's fine. I don't care. And I don't know why people think that I care about a bunch of, if a developer doesn't want to put a game on a system. If a developer doesn't want to put a game on a system, if I care about it or if I think that it's a bad idea sales-wise, I'll say it. But everybody that's coming to me randomly with certain games, what do you think about this? I don't give a damn. I have Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, and I have a gaming PC. I do not care. It is not that's not my problem. That's Nintendo's problem. So you should ask Nintendo, hey, what do you think about Studio RGG? I don't give a damn about their games. You should ask them, not me. I don't care. And nothing I say is going to change that. So yeah, it doesn't matter to me. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 deserves to be goated. I'm playing through it now, and it might get better than the original. Studio RGT or whatever the hell it is, you know? I do not care. Oh, man. Yeah, what's up, Anthony Cooper, my boy? Hey, Anthony, how you doing today, baby? What is good? It's all your problems, though. It's not it's all my problems. I don't care. If I want to play a game and if it's not on Switch, I'll be like, oh, that would have been cool if it is. But, I mean, I don't care. I'll play it on Xbox. I'll play it on PlayStation. Like, that's just, that's why I have the other systems for. I'm not one of these like, hey, it's gotta be on Switch or nothing. Like, I'm sorry, guys. There was a day back in the day when I was broke and couldn't afford multiple systems. But your boy can afford multiple systems. So if I want to play something, I play it. And that's that. If it's not on there, oh, the hell well. It's not my problem. I don't work for Nintendo. I work for myself and for you guys. So yeah. Don't give a damn about our Studio RGT. Oh my god. Jack is going to come back to the chat with a long beard and say, I checked the entire internet, couldn't find one game on Apple Arcade that sold good. Let's see. He's not back yet. Jack hasn't said anything yet. We still waiting, Jack. We still waiting. We still waiting. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is the best game of Xenoblade Chronicles series. 1 is the best ever series. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is not the best game in the series. The best game in the series is Future Redeemed. The best game in the series is Future Redeemed. Xenoblade 3 or Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed. Future Redeemed is the best game in the series. Like, the gameplay, I think it kind of like smokes Xenoblade 1. Like, not even, like, it's not even close. It's not even close. But Xenoblade 1's incredible. Xenoblade 1 is really good. Xenoblade 1's really good. But Future Redeemed by far has the best overall flowing game. The only problem is that it's short. Like, I can understand if somebody says it's not the best based on its like length, but if you talk about like the Xeno series at its core and the gameplay, Future Redeemed is legit insane what you can do in that game. It is so fast. It is so fast paced. It is so slick. It's got all the biggest thing is the quality of life. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed has everything that people have wanted for the series. Like a real collectopedia, a real beastopedia, a real quality of life features, like the amount of stuff in each area. It's perfectly balanced in terms of combat and exploration. It's just short. That's the only problem. But if you take away the length and you just say, at its core, what's the best Xenoblade game? It's Future Redeemed. It's Future Redeemed. Yeah, if it was longer, that's the only real knock on Future Redeemed, is that it's short. That's it. I mean, it's crazy impactful and it's got lots of content. I mean, you can spend 50 plus hours in there, but for a Xenoblade game, that is short, you know? That is super short. So, excited for Bots and Kaitos HD to arrive. Nice, let's go. Nintendo gamer. Let's go. Let's see, I think RGG is on track to become the most popular Japanese third-party developer. Good for them, man. Happy for them. I do not care about their games, though, personally. Excuse me. Because Xenoblade Chronicles 3 can't go back to because of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I can't go back to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You definitely can if you really wanted, if you really felt like it, which you should. You should definitely beat, like, if you haven't beat Xeno 2, you should definitely beat Xeno 2. Do you think it would be worth it to buy a remake of Thousand Year Door? You have the original. If you have the original, would it be worth it to buy a remake of Thousand Year Door? We have to wait and see more of what they add to Thousand Year Door, or not. We don't know what they're adding or not. So, for example, when Nintendo first showed off the Super Mario RPG remake, we didn't really have any like details on what they were adding. But now we know that there's a boss rush mode at the end. Like after you beat the game, you can play Super Mario. Like they give some more replay value. So to me, even if you've already played and beat the original Super Mario RPG, it's worth it to buy it for that boss rush mode, because that gives you, if you love the combat system in the game, that gives you more of a challenge because the game's not very hard. So I've always wanted to a little bit harder, you know, Super Mario RPG, because there's a level cap. Super Mario RPG level cap is 30. You can't go higher than level 30. So yeah. But anyway, so for me, it's worth it. So we have to wait and see what they add or what they don't, and then I can tell you from there, you know. I can tell you from there. But for me personally, I mean, it's a cop. I've already played and I have Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, but it's 100% a cop for me. So yeah. Let's see here. Andres says, I've seen your vid since you had 60K subs. Thanks for the amazing content. Thank you so much, Andres. I appreciate you sticking around, even though I told you I timed you out. Thank you. I don't get why people keep skipping Xenoblades, or the stories are not interconnected. I think that people skip Xeno games because they're long as hell. So like the problem is that like Xenoblade has really long games, but a lot of people like they don't realize that you can make the games way shorter. If you don't want to play the game or you just want it for the story, you can simply just put the game on easy mode. Like every single Xenoblade game has a certain style of easy mode. Xenoblade 1 has a casual mode. You can beat it way faster. Xenoblade 2 has sliders. You can just put everything down to where you can just knock stuff out like in a few hits. Xenoblade 3 has an easy mode, which is insanely easy. You can beat the game like at level 40 or 50 or something like that, right? Like, you don't, I mean, you can just go through the game normally and you'll just level up fast enough. So every Xenoblade game is very easy at this point now, right? Before they were not like that. Xenoblade 1 did not launch originally with a casual mode. The definitive edition did. Xenoblade 2 did not have the sliders for difficulty. That was an update. Xenoblade 3 did launch with a easy mode though. Future Redeemed also has an easy mode as well. So, and I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna, I don't know if that has an easy mode, but it might have sliders. I'm not 100% sure. You know what's crazy? Okay, I got you, casual noob. So you know what's crazy? I've been waiting for Starfield, and now that it's out, I have to find now that it's out, I have to find more than an hour to actually get play it and play it. Okay, you have to find the time to play it. Yeah, like that's the problem. Like with these huge RPGs, really, you can't play too many of them in a year, otherwise you get burnt out. So yeah. Let me see. No, I can't play Xenoblade on easy mode. I ain't no scrub, seriously. Like, do you have to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 before playing Torna? You don't have to, but I recommend playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 then playing Torna. Torna is a prequel to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I mean technically you could play it beforehand, but I highly suggest playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 first, then going into Torna. I'm a big fan of play games in order, don't play games out of order. So I'm just a big fan of that. Even if the game is like a prequel to a game, like I still think you should play the game in order, personally. So yeah, you should always play games in order. The only thing that I would say maybe you don't have to would be like, no, I wouldn't say that for anything. I would say that you always play it in order. Like Xenoblade X, you don't have to play that. Like that game you can play at any point. But like to me, it should be Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade 1, Future Connected, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, Future Redeemed. Like it should just go in that order. It shouldn't be any outside order, this order. It should just go in order. Let's see here. Let's see, playing a game on easy is a no for me. I mean, if you just don't have the time to put into the game, I think easy mode's a good option for those people. Chapter 4 in Xenoblade 2, and I think I'm going to drop it. That'd be a bad idea. It gets really good later down the line. Woo, that'd be a bad idea. Xenoblade Chronicle, especially around chapter 6-ish, 6, 7, and then the story at the end. But yeah, man. But if you don't, I mean, to me, you should be playing the Xenoblade games, not because you think that like, and I hate to say this because I love the combat and everything, but you should be playing Xenoblade Chronicles because of the story. The story should drive you through the game, not because you think that the combat is the greatest combat ever or anything like that. You should be playing because of the story. That is at the heart of what makes Xenoblade Xenoblade. If you just rush into it and you don't care about the story, you don't care about the characters, and you just want to mash buttons and play it like Kingdom Hearts, you're not going to get much excitement out of it. You're not going to get much fun out of the game. What you got to do is play it in order and be there for the story to advance that. Not play it. I mean, the combat is complex and difficult, and I get why somebody would drop it for that, but if you're playing Xenoblade, you should be playing it because you want to experience that story. That should be like the main thing. And I know I'm a gameplay guy first, but Xenoblade's story is so goated. I think the story is actually better than the gameplay, you know? But that's just me. That's just me. Since the map isn't good though. Yeah, the map's not great, but they did do some updates. I beat the game without the map updates. So I agree. The map is not great. It is not great in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But I beat it before they even updated the map. So you're getting a better experience than I got. All right? You're getting a way better experience than I got because I played it without the updated map. You know? Let's see. That's why I think I'm going to... Watching the 14 hours of cutscenes is not the same experience as actually playing it and reading the other things in the game. That's not the same experience as actually playing the game through. Personally, as somebody who's watched the cutscenes in addition to playing the game, because there's a lot of dialogue that is not in the cutscenes. Like there's like a lot of talking and stuff that's not in the cutscenes on YouTube. Like where there's no cutscene, it's just dialogue, or they're just like with no voice acting. So you're actually gonna miss out on quite a number of things by doing something like that. I mean, it's still there, but it's not quite the same. It's not, you won't understand everything, and you're definitely not going to get the same experience as somebody who actually plays through. So yeah. So yeah, it's all good. But I mean, I'm guessing you're more of somebody who doesn't. I'm guessing you don't really understand how to play the game because the tutorial in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is terrible. So I'm guessing you don't know how to play the game either, or you're having trouble understanding the combat system in the game because I know I did. But it's definitely not a mid game in terms of combat. The combat's phenomenal. Just the problem with the combat is that it's so complex and it's so different. It turns people off. It turns some people off. But it's definitely not a bad game or bad combat. Nah. I'm gonna drop 3 and play them in order. I have little time for 3 anyway, so aside playing it, more dedication would be better. Yeah, you should probably play it in order. I agree with that. So to be honest, yeah, I'm bad at fighting. Yeah, I mean that's why people don't like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or Xenoblade games. It's not because the combat's bad, because the combat isn't bad. The combat's actually really good. It's because usually they're pretty bad at the combat because it's a very different type of RPG. Like it's very different from like, let's say, Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. That's a very, you just pick it up, you just run around, you button mash, and you kill people. Oh, easy, right? And obviously you can get more in depth with the game, but Xenoblade, it's like more methodical. It's like, okay, you got to position yourself, you've got to know where you are, you've got to do chain attacks, you've got to actually have your meters set, you've got to have your art set, you've got to have your different blades set. It's you got blade skill trees for each blade. It's very, very different and very difficult compared to the typical action RPG like a Kingdom Hearts or something like that. So usually when people say it's bad, it sucks, it's more like they're just bad at the game. And I usually don't say that with games because obviously you can not like a game, right? And it's not because you're bad at it, it's just because you don't like the mechanics or you don't like the game. But most of the time with Xenoblade, most people that say the combat's bad is because they don't understand it and they do not want to take the time to understand the game or play the game, or just their brain just does not compute the game, which if it could, I mean, it would be great, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times it's just too complex for some people, and that makes sense, because, and on top of that, Monolith Soft's fault too, because they didn't really do a good tutorial either. Like, it's not like they did the best tutorial for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has a much better tutorial, and I think that's why reviewers gave it much better scores, because it taught you how to play the game way better than Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did, So yeah. If you're lost in the event, you can check out IGN's guide where they got you through chapter 3. Yeah. I don't think he's lost. He's just not having fun with the game. And that's fine. You could drop it if you're not having fun. Oh, so you stream every day, you got crazy work ethic. I don't stream every day, but I stream a lot of days. I stream 5 to 6 days out of the week. Thank you. Playing Xenoblade is essential to me. Go through the story and get more attached to these characters through both gameplay and story. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of times, the thing about RPGs too, guys, is that a lot of people go into RPGs just combat, and that's all they're looking for. They're not looking for a story that's going to be riveting, especially Western gamers. Like, guys that are really into Western games, Xenoblade usually throws them for a loop. They get tired of it. It's like, whatever, because they're used to games like, let's say, like Fallout, right? Or they're used to RPGs like Skyrim or stuff like that, where it's a bit more visceral with your controls and your gameplay. They're not used to an RPG like Xenoblade, right? So I think that's also part of the issue with some people that are playing the game. You think Xenoblade storyline better than Final Fantasy IX storyline? Yes, I think Xenoblade has the best, like, trilogy storyline that I've ever witnessed in games. I think Future Redeemed sealed it to me that Xenoblade is the number one. So yeah. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition have the exact same combat. The difference, though, is that Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, it just looks a little bit better. But the combat is literally, it's the same. They didn't change anything. But I'm glad that it actually clicked for you. So yeah. Quit the cap, OJ. There is no cap. Who's beat Future Redeemed? Have you beat Future Redeemed? 888 Job has not even beat Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade 3, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna. No offense to Final Fantasy IX. It's a fantastic story. But until you can get a story that spans thousands of years with multiple different playable characters that connects 20 years of games, then talk to me then. Let me know when you beat Future Redeemed and all the Xeno games, and we'll see what you guys have to say. That's all I gotta say right there. That's all I gotta say. beat Xenoblade 1, 2, 3, and all the DLC plus Future Redeemed, and let me know if you think Final Fantasy IX has a better story. I guarantee you the answer will be like, all right, nah, Future Redeemed is better. I guarantee you, because it's one game. Now, in any one game story, absolutely. Final Fantasy IX story is phenomenal. It's great. It's one of my favorite Final Fantasies. If you compare one game to one game, yeah, Final Fantasy IX can be better than the story can be better than any one game in the Xenoblade series. Hell yeah, it can. I'm not disputing that. Final Fantasy IX stories is incredible. However, if you combine the series all together, it don't get much better than Xenoblade Chronicles Future Redeemed. I'm not gonna ruin it, but there's a certain scene at the end of the game, 2 scenes at the end of the game, that put it into GOAT tier status. I'm not gonna ruin it, but there's 2 scenes. If you've been playing since Xenoblade 1, if you played Xenoblade 1, Xenoblade 2, if you played those 2 games, you already know the scene that I'm talking about at the end of the game. You already know that scene where the homies are walking. You know the scene. And then, if you've played Xenosaga, if you beat Future Redeemed, you know the scene when the radio and then the other thing and then the worlds. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Don't spoil it, chat. Don't spoil it. But if you've played those games, the most GOAT tier scenes that I've ever seen in gaming, like for a story, like to wrap up a 10 plus year trilogy of games, you know? He says, stop, bro, stop. You're giving man goosebumps. I know. I'm telling you, it's wild, bro. It's wild. It's super wild. But once again, the time investment is so bad here. I don't blame people for not going through all of it. The time investment here is insane. I mean, to play Xenoblade 1, you don't have to play Future Connected. Okay, you can skip Future Connected. Go watch the cutscenes for that game. You don't gotta play that game. Skip Future Connected. Just play Xenoblade 1, play Xenoblade 2, play Torna, play 3, and then play Future Redeemed. Then you're good. But yeah, you can skip Future Connected. I think I got tired of playing that game. I don't get tired of playing Xenoblade games much, but man, Xenoblade Future Connected is just, ooh, that part is crusty. It's like, yeah, there's a reason why they cut that part out. There's a reason why they cut that. No, it was because of space limitations and all that and time. But yeah, I'm not sweating that part was cut out of the game, you know, or that the shoulder of the Bionis, whatever, the left shoulder, or whatever the case is. No, it's a nice short story. Future Connect, it's not bad, and it explains a few different things that happen in future Xenoblade games. But it's like it's not essential to play all the way through. Like it's really silly, like, and not silly in a good way, like the no pawn stuff and like all that. It's just like, I don't really feel like playing with Melia and just Shulk. Like, I didn't like that either. Like, it was out of all of the extra content for Xenoblade, like, in terms of, like, DLC or expansions, that's the weakest by far. But it was just an addition to the game. It wasn't, like, an official, here's a big expansion for $30. So I didn't expect Future Connected to be anything insane. And, yeah, it's just a nice little extra. But it's not anything. And, like, literally, it was made out of pity for what happened at the end of Xenoblade Chronicles 1. It wasn't made because, like, oh man, we have this crazy story to tell, like, and we have to get it done. And it wasn't made like that. Like, Future Redeemed and Torna were made in that sense. Future Connected was made to, like, okay, we can connect a little plot hole here, maybe. We can, you know, help out, like, just a little extra, you know, like, we might as well just add this stuff in since we're remastering the game anyway. Let's put a little plot around this, what happened at the end, you know. So Nopon Special was a waste of time to set up against the Fog Beast. Yeah, it really was. All right, take it easy, 888 Job. Thank you for coming out to the stream, man. Yeah, I mean, it was barely even DLC. Like, it's actually not even DLC. It's just, you can't buy Future Connected as DLC. So it's not even really DLC. It's just literally like a extra part of a game. but it's not even true DLC. Like, you can't buy it separately. It's no downloadable content. It just comes with Definitive Edition. So like Torna, it's downloadable content, right? Xenoblade Chronicles 3 Future Redeemed, that's downloadable content. Like you download it and you play it as an expansion. But Future Connected, you do not. It just comes on the game, like on the disc, right? So it's just that. So yeah. All right, take it easy, Daniel. Thanks for coming out to the stream. It's good. Unfortunately, Future Redeemed didn't get us. Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't. I think people got. I wasn't sure that it would because because Torna, that was a very rare thing for them to do. I think maybe they were worried about people being able to buy the game. Nintendo at that time, they were thinking, okay, how many people are going to actually download or have the space in terms of things on their hard drive. So I think Nintendo was more worried about that with that game. That's the only reason why it got it, because I was looking through, Nintendo does not do physical DLC or expansions. Like, they don't do it for any game. That's the only one. So I was very wary on that if they do that again, even with the next one, just because they don't really do it. So yeah, like that's the only game that Nintendo's released in the Switch era where they put an expansion on a cart by itself and to where you can play it separately. That's the only game. So yeah. So it's not, I mean, it's the only one. There's not any other games from Nintendo that do that. So that's the only problem. That's the only problem. And now if you have it, it's worth quite a bit. If you have the original print run, US version, worth a little bit more. So you avoid DLC in general. I don't avoid DLC if it's lit DLC. Torna is lit. Future Redeemed is incredibly lit. So those ones, I don't avoid those. Like, if it's good DLC, it's good DLC. And those two are incredible DLC. In particular, like story-wise, how they really connect the stories is very good. Future Connected is more like a director's cut. Yeah, it's like a little like a director's cut. Yeah, that'd be the best equivalent to what it is. I really wish there was a physical version of Future Redeemed. Yeah, I mean, I wish there was too, but once again, guys, that was just more of like a lucky thing that we got, more so than like a standard practice, because Nintendo, that was the only time they did it all generation was that one. So yeah. Do I need to play Torna before 3? I would definitely play Torna before 3. Yes, I would. I would know the whole story of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 before you play 3. And then I'd also watch a recap video, like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 story explained. I'd also watch a video, so you're you know exactly what Xenoblade 1 is and Xenoblade 2 is and what happened, and then play Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And yes, I would say no Torna and all that, because if you don't know Torna, you don't know what happened there, then there's going to be some issues in Future Redeemed, or potentially Xenoblade 3. I mean, you could play Xenoblade 3 as a standalone and not know as much, but it's much better when you know exactly, like, okay, who's Pyra, who's Mithra, where they come from, what happened, all of that, and then you kind of go into that knowing. So then when you play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and then you see, okay, here's the plot in this game, and then Future Redeemed, you're like, oh, okay, well, where's this? What's happening with this? Like, you can, it helps you with the game. Like, but if you go into it, and which too many people do, if you go into it not knowing characters or not knowing things, Xenoblade throws characters at you. It throws, you have big party cast members, right? Like, they throw a lot of characters at you and a lot of things. And if you're unsure, or if you're like, you're not sure about something, it becomes like grating. It becomes like a little like off, like it throws you off, right? And then you start not caring about it as much. So, and I know it's hard because the game is, there's a lot of games in the series, and if you're not liking the gameplay, or if you're bad at it, it just makes it even more difficult to play. Like, I see it, you know, but that's the thing. It's like, you know, high amount of time that you have to put in, but incredibly satisfying reward, right? High risk, high reward, or whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. On the downside, the physical edition of Future Redeemed could confuse newcomers into playing the first without knowing the final chapter. That's true. I mean, that could be a strategical thing that they did, Stu, because Torna is a prequel to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and you can actually play it without playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but Future Redeemed would absolutely ruin a lot of things if you just bought it as a standalone, it wouldn't make sense and it would be very awkward to play. I mean, it works as a standalone. I mean, it could work, but there's so many references. There's so many things, like even your main cast member, you know, like if you didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles 1, or if you didn't see certain things that happen, like, or you like, she's gonna be completely like, what's going on? Like, who's this? What's going on? Like, and the game doesn't give you the time to know. It doesn't have all the cutscenes and all the stuff to teach you about all these characters. Like, if you don't know who Shulk and Rex are, you don't know who Shulk and Rex are. If you don't know what they did, you don't know what they did, right? So there's not enough time in that game to really explain all these characters and explain what happened, you know. So Future Redeemed, yeah, it would be bad if people just bought Future Redeemed, you know, and didn't know. So maybe that was part of the reason it's connected at the hip. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 does not need to be connected at the hip to Torna. Like, it can be played before or after. I recommend playing it after, but it can be played before. Future Redeemed definitely needs to be played after you're done with the whole series. Like, Future Redeemed should be a final thing that you play. It should not be played before Xenoblade 1, before Xenoblade 2. It should not be played in between. Future Redeemed should be the last Xenoblade game that you finish up on, unless you want to go back and play the games again. But if you haven't played a previous Xenoblade game, that should be the last game that you play regardless. If you do it physical, people just might, let me just play Future Redeemed, and it'll completely ruin things. So I think that's a problem as well. CLJ, I bought the European card of Torna by mistake. You think I should be okay? There's some downloadable content too, I think. Downloadable content, I think it gives you the expansion pass stuff. So for the base game, if you buy Torna, so it gives you the expansion pass stuff for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But yeah, you're good. The Switch is region free. One of the greatest things about the Switch, it's region free. Don't need to play. So yeah. Hope you got some low-key picks for that indie vid. I do. I've got some good picks. I think the positioning is going to be, whoa, that game made it up that high, but I got some good picks. Don't worry. So yeah. See, I think my plan is to watch cutscenes for 1, play Xenoblade 2, Torna 3, Future Redeemed. I mean, yeah, you can do that. You can do that as well. That works. Yes, put the game on easy. Yes. If you put the game on easy, you'll have a lot more fun, because you'll be like doing big damage, and like you'll be like knocking people out quicker. Like, do not play Xenoblade. Okay, when you get into Xenoblade 2, there is no easy mode. Oh, you're already in Xenoblade 2. Sorry. Use the sliders in Xenoblade 2 to make it easier. Nightly. So you go into the menu and use the sliders and just lower everything. So just get through the game. Torna, I don't know if it has sliders or not, so you have to double check on that. I'm not sure. But Xenoblade 3, once you get into that, put the game on easy. The game has the easy mode, so put the game on easy. Let's see here. Torna has it. Okay, Torna has sliders. Okay, so yeah, use those as well. So yeah. Now let's see here. Okay, I already read that. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know about Xenoblade or about anything like that. We kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and let's get, guys, real quick, before we move into the next topic, we're going to move into the Tokyo Game Show and some of the stuff the news around Tokyo Game Show. So that's going to be fun to talk about. Let's discuss that. But before we do, guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you're watching on YouTube, guys, likes are what help the stream out. So if you're someone that wants to help the stream out, you can definitely hit that like button. Let's get to 175 likes. We're almost at 150. We're at 142 and counting. So let's see if we can get to 175 likes. Let's go. I know we can do it. 200 people plus watching. All right, so let's go and get into the Tokyo Game Show 2023. We've got new information, new stuff happening on Tokyo Game Show. So let's start from the bottom here, boys and girls. We've got Megaton Musashi Wired. First trailer for Megaton Musashi Wired. Or it's the first trailer. So this trailer for Megaton Musashi, this is a Switch title, and I think it's coming to PS5, PS4, and PC. It's a really cool, fast-paced mech game. So we're going to check out some Megaton Musashi, the first trailer here, and I am really looking forward to this game. I mean, Level 5, are they back? I think they just might be back, man. I think they might be back. So let's check out Megaton Musashi. If you guys have any, we will get music, or if there's donos in between, they will play, and we will get that in between the different trailers that we're watching or content that we're going over. So let's get it going, boys and girls. I'm excited to go over Tokyo Game Show. This is actually the first time that I'm seeing a lot of these trailers as well. So it should be fun, right? All right, let's do it. Now global. With crossplay and cross save. Oh! Let's go! With cross save! Oh my goodness! Thank you, Level 5! Oh! Finally! Oh, thank God. Finally, a Japanese developer doing cross-play and cross-save. Cross-save, to be exact. Oh, goodness gracious. Finally. Thank God. During the alien invasion, mankind lost everything. While the annihilation of all humanity, the chosen pilots throw themselves into battle. Customize. Combat is carried out using colossal robots called rogues. Customize parts, weapons, special moves, and more to charge into battle with the most powerful unit possible. Battle. Counter an enemy you're up against. Use astonishing Dreadnought class special moves. Deliver the final blow to your foes. New content. The event of the ultimate threat. Mighty enemies. What mystery should ancient humans? People at the mercy of fate itself. This is my type of mech game. Legendary unit enters the fray. A fully powered up Megaton class Musashi is born here. Wired! Megaton Musashi Wired! I love it. Love it. So they didn't give us a release date for that, but I think it's 2023. I think it's 2023. Yes, it's the worldwide release version of the game. It already came out in Japan, but it's the worldwide release version of the game. So that's awesome. Yeah, the Japanese hype, like deep man, like hype voice is the greatest. It's always the best. It's always the best. Okay, real quick, guys. Cross save, cross play. It's a single player game, but I think that you can play co-op as well. I don't know if there's competitive play, but I think that there's co-op. But I know that you can play the game single player as well and just like go through like the story and all that. So very excited. I'm looking forward to the game. Like this is like I was playing Armored Core, and Armored Core is fantastic, but I kind of like there's like no story in that game. Like the story's terrible. So I kind of like this type of mech game. Like it's coming out on PS5, it's coming out on PS4, it's coming out on what, PC? It's coming out on so many different things. It's coming out on PC, PS4, PS5, and Switch. So I'm definitely grabbing a Switch version so I can play on the go or portably. But then I'm grabbing that PS5 version too, so I can play and stream it or just play it myself as well. So very good, very good. Finally, some cross save. I like the cross save. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, everything but Xbox, but yeah, that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. All right. Let's see here. We've also got a roguelike deck builder, Yohane the Parthelion Numazu in Mirage. We're not going to watch the trailer for that, but a new roguelike card deck building game. All right, so we have a new Sonic Superstars Trio of Trouble animated short that went up recently. So we're gonna check that out as well. What's up, Bobby? Welcome to the stream. Shout out to my man Bobby. He got my wife a really good iPad for like a really good price. So shout outs to Bobby. You saved the day, my man. She was very angry at me that day, and she no longer was angry at me after the iPad came in. So you saved the day, you saved the week, you saved the month for me, my boy. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bobby. So yeah. All right, let's get this next trailer going here. You guys give some love to Bobby over there on okay, hold up. It's 5 minutes long. Okay, we're not watching this, guys, because it's 5 minutes long, and I do not want to watch it. It's 5 minutes long. I did not know it was that long, so yeah, I do not want to watch that. I will put the link in the chat if you want to watch it. You can put the link in the chat here, or I'll put the link in the chat here. There's the link, and you can watch the Trio of Trouble, but it's 5 minutes long, and I don't want to take that much time to watch it. So yeah, new Sonic Superstars Trio of Trouble animated short. All right, next up, we've got Saga Emerald Beyond. Saga Emerald Beyond. We've got a brand new one here. So let's do this. Give me just 1 second. All right, hold up. Where's the trailer at? Okay, here we go. All right, Saga Emerald Beyond, new Tokyo Game Show trailer. Was it the same trailer that they had? I don't think so. I think it's new. A new Saga game in 2024. Looks good. Brand new content. The magic looks insane in this game, like the special effects. Thanks for the subscription, Darren. Appreciate you, man. Too many games in today's day. 2024. So, I mean, like, in 2024, it's Switch, PS4, PS5, PC. So, once again, people say Square Enix, it's Level 5 also doesn't have their games coming to Xbox. And now Square Enix, another game not coming to Xbox. It's also coming to the App Store. It's coming to the App Store as well. Very unfortunate if you're an Xbox fan. Looking forward to the game. So, all right, so that was the Saga Emerald Beyond, another trailer for it. That is the English trailer, so there might not be an official dub for the game, but that is the English trailer for the game. Unless they have another trailer where they actually have the voices. The game isn't coming till 2024, and they haven't given us any indication on that. But I'm guessing it's a TGS trailer, so they're not going to localize a TGS trailer because it's a TGS trailer. So they're not going to localize the game. Like, they're not going to have the localization ready for TGS. It's probably going to be later down the line. You know, probably in 2024 we'll hear that. We'll hear the English voices, because I'm pretty sure, like all the other Saga games, I think that they're actually dubbed, but I'm not 100% sure. All right, so let's get to the next one here, and that is, oh man, what the heck is going on? What happened to my Gamatsu link? Okay, kind of got messed up. My bad, guys. Give me 1 second. Let's get back to the main page here. All right, next up, we've got Inazuma 11, Victory Road. We've got a brand new demos control guide, which, how long is this? Oh, it's 6 minutes long. I don't want to watch a 6 minute long trailer. So if you guys want to see more of the Inazuma 11, you guys can check it out. It is right here. But yes, this game it's been like a half decade for this game. Apparently it's still launching this year. They have no release dates, but they say that it's launching this year. So yeah, Inazuma 11. It's like a RPG soccer game. It has like story and like different like stats and all that. It's actually a really cool game. I played it on the 3DS and I liked it. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, this year is nuts, man. It is wild. This year is so crazy. I mean, it's been a banner year for video games, that's for sure. All right, next up, there's a game called Breakers Unlock the World, and I don't know what that is. It's for PC and smartphone, so we're gonna maybe check it out. Let me see if it's gonna be a game that I think you guys would even be interested in. Let me see. It got some cool anime. Look. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. What's all this about? Hold up. Let's take a look. Let's take a look-see, boys and girls. Let's take a look-see. What's all this about? Gameplay trailer. All right. Let's take a look. It looked kind of cool from like the first thing that I saw. Don't fall for it, OJ. It's gonna be Genshin. Genshin's still cool, but it's just. Oh no, this looks good though. This looks good though. Could still be fun. It's Genshin. It's PC smartphone. Oh, this looks good though. But it's Genshin, huh? Music's lit. Gotta have the anime. Looks good. Gotta have the booba. You ain't play. I played Genshin. So, Breakers. Available on PC and mobile. Unlocked. So is it available on PC and mobile right now? Can I play the game? Can I play the game right now? Because this is available, or when is it coming? It look, guys. I played Genshin. The problem with Genshin is that it Genshined me. Breakers Unlock the World will be playable at Tokyo Game Show. Will run from September 21st to 24th. Watch the trailer below. So it's like, when's the game coming out? It didn't say when the game's coming out, so I don't know. Tomorrow? It's not coming out tomorrow. Yeah, we need like a proper gameplay dive. Let's see here. I hope it's people saying I hope it's not gacha. It looks better than it looks really good. The gameplay looks dope. If it's on PC, I got a PC that can definitely run this game. But no. Tokyo Game Show takes place the 21st through the 24th. That's what I meant there. No, the style looks good. Yeah, it looks good though, man. I'm looking forward to it. It's the 21st in Japan. All right, I know it's the 21st in Japan, but that's just Tokyo Game Show. I want to know when the game is coming out. So Breakers unlock the world. Let's say release date. Genshin. I don't think Genshin's coming to the Switch anymore. I don't know if it is. Yeah, I don't see any type of release date. You know? Yeah, no announced release date, so we don't know when it's coming. We don't know when it's coming. Anyway, that's why you watch Tokyo Game Show. That's why you go over the news, boys and girls. because you find out new stuff that you might have not known was coming. I would have never known about this game. All right, so there's also new information on Persona 3 Reload. I think there was a new trailer, if I'm not correct. So let's see if they have that up. We can watch the new trailer. No, it was just screenshots here, but I think they actually had a new trailer. Let me just find it real quick. So Persona 3 Reload. Genshin was never coming to Switch. We got bamboozled. I mean, you got bamboozled. I didn't, because I didn't care. After I played it on PlayStation, I didn't care about Genshin. I'm like, yeah, this is not a game for me. All right, so yeah, I found the new trailer, guys. So yeah, Conflicting Fates, Persona 3 Reload trailer. Let's go. Let's go. All right.
They took down that shadow during the last full moon like it was nothing.
I have no intention of relinquishing my abilities and living an empty life. Well, Jin, are they our enemy?
There's a new threat. Persona users just like us.
They called themselves Strega.
Somebody's got a grudge against you, and they asked us to get revenge. No! Stay away! Get away from me!
Oh.
You guys
Cat.
don't have the slightest clue what'll happen if the Dark Hour disappears, do you?
What do you mean?
Do you really want to lose your abilities?
This is the only thing I can do. And
It
yet,
looks great, man.
is your mission worth your life?
I just talk a big game, pretending like I'm some kind of hero. That's about all I've got going for me. Without this power, I'd be a nobody.
Takaya?
To all customers, please do not move in the opposite direction of the escalators.
I'm gonna make pancakes.
It's pancake party time.
Pancake!
We don't have much time left.
If the Dark Hour disappears, we might forget everything that happened, won't we? I'd forget you and Chidori, things we did together, all of it. To me, that's a fate worse than death.
Freeze!
Had you not decided to eliminate the Dark Hour, we wouldn't have had a reason to interfere.
I guess I was wrong. For the first time in my life, I realized what I wanted.
Some things you only pick up stepping off the straight and narrow.
Fate shall decide which of us will remain. Come then.
Velvet, oh velvet, my master has a long nose. All together now. Velvet, oh velvet, my master has a long nose.
All right, shout outs to Greg with the $1.99. He says, P3 is my fave Persona Awakening. Relatable at times. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It definitely is. Let's go. Thank you for that support. Appreciate that, Greg. First, okay, we had to start over the combo because it's been 1 hour. So Greg starts off a new combo with the $1.99. Thank you for that support, Greg. Appreciate that. All right, so next up is, let's get to back to Tokyo Game Show. The Tokyo Game Show's been pretty good so far. It's much better when you don't actually watch Tokyo Game Show. When you just wait for all the stuff to come out, it's much better because Tokyo Game Show is really boring to watch. There's too many shows, too much different things. There's the translation, you know, there's the all that type. It just sucks to watch. But when you just wait for the new stuff to come out, it's pretty good. All right, so we do have a Falcom Cross NIS America special live stream set for September 21st. Special announcements. So that's going to be happening September 21st. So we'll wait for the live stream. Trails of Reverie, the Nayuta Boundless Trails game, both of those are going to be there. So that's going to be at 8 a.m. PT tomorrow, 8 a.m. PT tomorrow. I'm definitely not going to stream that, or I'll just wait for later. All right, Unicorn Overlord. New details. World, characters, game systems. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of stuff here. We actually aren't going to go through everything, but I will give you guys a link. There's just more of the characters, and there's more screenshots, and it's classic Vanillaware. I'll just go ahead and put it over here. No, I'm definitely not. No, definitely not there. So I'm just gonna go over. I'm gonna go over it like this. So as you guys can see, you have new different screenshots here. The game looks really good. I love the art. So look at the painting. It's like a painting in the background. Look at the different rolling hills and like the effects. I mean, I love this stuff, man. This is my type of art style, my type of game. You know, love it, love it, love it. I like this right here. Little tactical edge in battle to see where they're positioned. I'm gonna read more to see exactly how the systems work, but I kind of like to go in things a little bit blind, like with the combat. All right, nice. Like, it just looks so good, man. Unicorn Overlord. If you have not heard about this game, it's Vanillaware's first tactical RPG, and I am excited for it. It looks like the story's gonna be nuts too. Oh, look at this! It's like a boss battle. Stuff like a boss battle, and like you can recruit like different like elves and like angels. You have like orcs. You have like all different types of like you know, of course, normal humans. There's some good stuff here. You can do that. You have cooking. You got the cooking. You got fresh bread. You got cheese-filled steak hachi. Cheese-filled steak hachi with some broccoli. And was that potatoes? Potatoes on the side. Got some potato and egg salad. Some crisp salad. Ooh. It's eating good. Got some spices and herbs, some salt, some vinegar, some hot sauce, and a ladle. Let's go, man. A little confused on the gameplay. Well, don't worry. Once the game comes out, we'll have more about it. They actually explain all the mechanics and the systems here. But, oh, they got difficulty modes. You've got sweet, choosing to focus on story. You've got, well, it says casual, but I guess the Japanese version, they call it casual. The English version, they call it sweet. Sweet, normal, hard. You know what we're doing. We're doing the hard difficulty. Oh, and there's an expert difficulty? Oh, no. It's just called expert in Japanese and hard in English. Okay. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me see here. Yeah, hard. A difficulty focus on pushing your tactical mind to the limits for players who are quite skilled at strategy games. I am quite skilled at strategy games, so I will be doing that. So, there you go. You got a premium edition. You got all sorts of stuff here. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. All right. Next up, we've got, what else do we've got? We've got a lot of stuff that we're talking about here, boys and girls. We got a lot of stuff. Next up, we've got, Radurgy 2. I have no idea what this game is. So this will be the first time that I don't know what this game is. It looks weird. It looks really, really, really weird. It's coming out. It's a vertical shoot 'em up. Okay, released as an arcade title back in 2005. All right, so this is definitely a goofy looking game. So let's check it out. Oh, it looks kind of cool though. We don't know about frame rate and all that now, man. We'll get the frame rate stuff later. Has that like comic book arcade style. It's like Ikaruga. I have no idea what's being said. Stuff's just flashing all over the place. I don't really play shoot 'em ups much. I'll be honest. This game's gonna give me a seizure. There's too many cuts. Just show. What was that? Hold up. We gotta go back. Wait, where was that? Like, where was that thing at? No, that part. Well, wait, what was this? That's like. I want to know. I'm gonna play this game just for this. This is what I'm gonna play the game for. I have no idea what this is, but this is something that I need to figure out what this is when it comes down to it. That's what I need to figure out. Like the goal in life is to figure out what this is. So yeah. First game shook his next few hours. Yeah, we're not watching the showcases, so so anyway, yeah. All right. PS4, PS5, and Switch. Freaking stupid Square Enix not releasing all your games on Xbox. Damn Square Enix. Not releasing all your games on Xbox. Look at that. Another Square Enix game not on Xbox. Wait a minute. That wasn't Square Enix. My bad. It's publisher Beep Japan and developer RS34. Sorry. I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun and I thought it was Square Enix. Because it's since they have something against Xbox as a Japanese developer. All right. Custom Mech Wars. Ooh, what's this all about? It's PS5 and PC. Oh, is it like a heavy graphics game? So Custom Mech Wars launches December 14th. Available in standard Earth to Force collaboration Ultimate Editions. All right, so what's all this about? Custom Mech Wars. I don't know what this game is about. So let's see. Oh, the Japanese deep voice guy. He's back. Oh, looks really cool. All right. So that's that. There's a lot more minutes left, so I think that there's more to the trailer. All right. I don't know about all the cars and all that stuff like that, connecting to the cars and everything. I don't know about that. But, you know, the game looked cool. It did not look bad by any means. Shout outs to George FT with the $5 dono. And he says, guess why Microsoft wants Nintendo? They can't even get some of the smaller Japanese projects to come to Xbox Series. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for the donos today. We're just going to get into the crazy Xbox fans. So we're going to get into it next here, guys. Thank you guys for the donos. Appreciate that. Remember, if you do drop a dono, make sure you put a music request in there. George FT and Greg, both of you guys do have music requests. So if you guys want something, let me know in the chat. So, today's day in crazy Xbox fans. Donkey of the day. So on Twitter, we definitely have some crazy Xbox fans. And we are going to talk about, not that they're actually crazy. It's that the stuff that they're saying is crazy. So one of the things that I saw that was absolutely crazy was a certain person on Twitter. And he basically was talking about, he says, like, you know, when you finally get the competition you begged for from Microsoft, and they realize they have enough money to buy Valve and Nintendo. And basically it was a joke. But somebody tested that theory. And one person said, LOL, they have the money, but how does it benefit Nintendo to be acquired by Microsoft? So then this is where Microsoft fans are crazy when it comes to Nintendo. You can tell that they don't play Nintendo. That's why I've been trying to tell you guys, do not listen to people who don't play Nintendo games. Do not listen to them, because they have no idea what makes the company tick, what makes money, what doesn't. Your own personal belief or your own personal opinion of what they should make, that's fine. But when you start trying to talk business and chop it up, these Xbox and these PlayStation dudes are literally brain dead. So, in response to him saying, LOL, they have the money, but how does it benefit Nintendo to be acquired by Microsoft? And this person says, they can finally make the games their fans want, like Star Fox Adventures, a 3D Donkey Kong, Metroid 4, Wind Waker Remaster, a new F-Zero, etc. My brain, and I don't hate this guy, but my brain short-circuited when I saw this. It was a short circuit. Xbox guys actually think that if Microsoft acquired Nintendo, not only would we get the Mario and Zelda and all that stuff, but somehow their development pipeline would expand to do things that they've already done. It's like, somehow it would expand to like, oh, well, now that Microsoft owns us, here's a new 3D Donkey Kong. Here's a Star Fox. Star Fox Adventures. Star Fox Adventure. If somehow Wind Waker Remaster, they've already remastered Wind Waker. It's just about porting the game over. I don't understand how Microsoft all of a sudden makes it possible. And a new F-Zero game? Where does this come from? I don't understand this. Now, the closest example of this happening would be like, if let's just say we had an example, right, guys? Let's just go back in time, okay? Let's go back in time. And let's just think, well, was there ever a time in history that Nintendo had IPs as a somewhat first party, so pretty much exclusive or known as they make games for Nintendo? Has there ever been a time that Microsoft has outright purchased something from Nintendo and Microsoft fans ended up getting all these games that they wanted? Does anybody remember the time? I'm not talking about Michael Jackson. Do you remember the time? Not talking about Michael Jackson. Does anybody remember when that actually happened? Oh, I think you guys do. Rare. Microsoft purchased Rare back in the early 2000s. So since Microsoft purchased Rare back in the early 2000s, based off of this right here, we should know that, hey, Microsoft is good when they purchase exclusives from Nintendo or what they do with the IP. We're going to get a bunch of Killer Instinct games from Rare. We're going to get a bunch of Banjo-Kazooie games from Rare. We're going to get a bunch of Battletoads games from Rare. We're going to get a bunch of Banjo games from Rare. We're going to get, since you want to bring up F-Zero and old dead franchises, we're going to bring up RC Pro AM Racing. Right? That was a racing game that was very highly regarded on the NES from Rare. If you haven't played it, check it out. It actually sucks in today's day. But back then, it was really fun. It wasn't better than Off-Road. Off-Road was always better. Did they make Off-Road? I'm not sure if they made Off-Road. I don't think they did. But anyway, RC Pro Am Racing. I used to play that game back in the day with my brother, and we had fun. Anyway, so they're going to bring back RC Pro Am Racing. They're going to bring back all of these games because Microsoft has acquired them, right? Right? So where are all the? Okay, wait, I'm going through. I'm trying to think. Where are all the games? Where are all the new Banjo? We got Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. That's it. We got Perfect Dark Zero. Yeah, that game's trash. We got one Killer Instinct game. Oh, that wasn't made by Rare. We got one Battletoads game. That wasn't made by Rare, and it was kind of trash. We got no RC Pro Am. We got no Jet Force Gemini. We got none of their other IPs. Because this person's saying if they bought Nintendo, all of a sudden, all these games that people have been wanting will come out of the woodwork. So why didn't that happen with Rare? I'm trying to... Why didn't it happen? This is ridiculous. Sea of Thieves is a new IP. Sea of Thieves is not a classic game because he said a bunch of classic games are going to come back. Sea of Thieves is a brand new IP that was built. It was a live service game. Exactly what Microsoft would want. Connect Adventures? Grabbed by the Ghoulies? I mean, what have they done? So, Crazy Xbox, Tales from the Crazy Xbox Fan, playbook. It is what it is, though. All dead and buried. Like, they don't even make all those. Even Killer Instinct, that was not even made by Rare. No, that wasn't even made by Rare. So, it is what it is on that front. Anyway, that's my Tales from the Crazy Xbox Fan stuff today. There's more crazy stuff being said. But also, Jez said something right here, which I found very interesting. He said, I want to go to this because I found it funny that he said this. He said that... Oh, man, let me see if I can find what he said. This is a big Xbox guy. He reports on Xbox News and all that. So, real quick. Windows Central did say, yeah, Xbox acquiring Nintendo is not going to happen. Microsoft can't buy Nintendo, and that's a good thing for Xbox and whatever. So, I think Jez wrote this article. I think he wrote, let me see if he wrote the article. Oh, no, Rebecca Spear wrote the article from Windows Central. But he said this. He said, also, I don't think even the most aggressive Xbox fanboys think Microsoft buying Nintendo is a thing that should happen. I wholeheartedly disagree based off of what I've seen. Crazy Xbox dudes want Microsoft to buy everything. Crazy Xbox guys want Microsoft to buy everything. I will say... They want Microsoft to buy everything. They just do. Ever since Microsoft started buying stuff, crazy Xbox guys have wanted Microsoft to just buy everything and everything. They want them to buy Bethesda, buy Square Enix, buy Sega, buy everything. They don't want competition. Aggressive, crazy Xbox fans are only worried about themselves and Xbox. They do not care about the industry. They do not care about physical games. They do not care about consumer choice. They do not care about whether there's a monopoly or not. Microsoft is a company that has been legally been found guilty of a monopoly before in the past. For those who don't know, the Windows trials of the 90s, Microsoft was legally found guilty of a monopoly. Okay? Legally found guilty of a monopoly. Microsoft has so much money through their monopoly on Windows operating systems that they have to hide money in countries. They literally have money bursting out of the seams in multiple foreign accounts because it just never stops, because Windows is essentially a monopoly. There's no, I mean, you have Linux, you have Mac, you have other stuff, but Windows is essentially a monopoly in the PC operating system space, okay? And they got busted for it back in the 90s. It really didn't do anything. They had to break up a few things, but it didn't matter. At the end of the day, they're still a monopoly. So crazy Microsoft fans know their history with Microsoft. And they know what happened when Microsoft got that monopoly. They know. They want Microsoft to dominate in every single aspect, like Windows dominates PCs, right? There is no real competitor to Windows for PCs. It's just Windows. That's it. It's just Windows. It's essentially still a monopoly at this point. So you're trying to tell me crazy Xbox fans wouldn't want that type of domination? That's insane. They do. Crazy Xbox fans are crazy. They do not care about the consequences and repercussions of no competition. They will sit their stupid selves down, and if Microsoft upped the price of Game Pass to $10,000, they'd be like, well, I guess I'll mortgage my damn house. I guess I'll not eat. I guess I'll skip rent. I guess I'll live out of a homeless shelter to pay for Game Pass. These people are morons. They're not smart people, okay? Dumb people like dumb things, if you guys know that. Like, stupid people like stupid things, okay? And stupid people do not understand business. They just want what they want, usually. Dumb people want what they want. And crazy Xbox fans are some of the dumbest people that I've ever came across. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the reality of the situation that stupid people really like to do and want stupid things, okay? And these crazy, aggressive Xbox fans absolutely would love to see Nintendo's games on Xbox because they know that would bury Sony once and for all. That would bury Sony once and for all. Crazy Xbox fans don't want to see Sony survive. Crazy Sony fans don't really want to see Xbox survive. Crazy Nintendo fans are just mad at Nintendo all the time and just want their damn games. They don't give a damn about Microsoft or Sony. They just mad at Nintendo and want their games. And that's how it should be, to be honest. If you're a crazy Nintendo fan, that's how it should be. You shouldn't be plotting the doom for any other company. Just give me what I want. Obviously, there's two crazy Nintendo fans, but they're not trying to sit there and say every other company should be bought out by Nintendo. They're not saying that. They're just crazy when it comes to Nintendo and what they say and stuff like that. But crazy Xbox fans absolutely want Microsoft to buy out Nintendo if they could and to bury Sony, because that would be the final nail. It would change almost overnight. If Nintendo was somehow purchased by them, it would change overnight. Literally, everybody would go, like, if Microsoft announced, we're gonna buy Nintendo, even though they can't, but let's just hypothetically speaking, literally everyone would just start buying Xboxes. It would change so fast. Microsoft's stock would go so high that it would break the stock market. And I think that there'd be problems. If somehow there was a merger, right? Let's just say Nintendo willfully merged with them. Like, merger, and they're going to work on a new handheld platform called the Nintendo Xbox, whatever. They're going to have a new cloud-based thing. I'm telling you right now, overnight, things would change. It would just change overnight. And Xbox fans want to see Sony fans squirm. They want to see Sony squirm. They do not like Sony. It has nothing to do with Nintendo. Has nothing to do with Nintendo, because they're like, hey, I don't gotta pay for it. I'm gonna get their games on Game Pass. So it's to no change to them, because it's like, hey, it's all on Game Pass anyway. So to them, it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win situation, right? They don't gotta pay anything extra, and it would bury Sony in the process, to the point to where Sony probably wouldn't go out of business, but Sony would get absolutely destroyed in sales. Like, it wouldn't even be close. It would be like a PS2 situation, because Sony's first party would not be able to withstand the sheer might of Activision, Bethesda, Microsoft's, all of their stuff, everything else that they acquired, and all of Nintendo's IPs. Like, it would be insane. It would be impossible to overcome that. And that's the reason why crazy Xbox fans would want that, because it would enhance Game Pass. It would enhance everything that they want. So to sit there and say that not even the most aggressive Xbox fans, bullshit, BS, super cap, super cap. Hell no, they absolutely want that. So yeah, anyway, it should be noted that the extremists are the subset of the whole fan base. The cardinality of the subset can be discussed and highly believed as a vocal minority. But the thing about it, though, Delta Pivot, I know that. But what Jez was talking about here, he said even the hardest core. He said, remember, this is what Jez says. I just disagree with this. Also, I don't think even the most aggressive Xbox fanboys think Microsoft buying Nintendo is a thing that should happen. Not that will happen or maybe could happen, but he says the most aggressive and should happen. The most aggressive Xbox fanboys absolutely think it's a thing that should happen. They do think that it's a thing that should happen. They would want it to happen, or that it should happen. Yes, I think so, because those guys are insane. They're insane. They want Microsoft buying everything. You know? They want Microsoft buying everything. So I disagree. Anyway, let's get into random Q&A. That's the crazy Xbox segment for today's stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have questions, you can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, or PlayerEssence by itself. Guys, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me so far for this podcast, for this stream, PE, live, pretty much every single day right here on PlayerEssence. I want to say thank you guys for your support. We are not done yet, though. We need to hit 225 likes. We are at 193 likes right now, so thank you guys so much for your continued support. Let's see if we can get to 225 likes, keep the viewer count up, keep the base up, and let's get some incredible questions and comments. If you guys have thoughts, questions, comments, let's get it in, let's get it popping, let's get it going. If you want a music selection, you can always drop a dono, Streamlabs at the top, put your music selection in there. We've had people drop donos but not put music selection. So if you want a music selection, drop a dono of any amount in Super Chat or in Streamlabs, and we will get that going for you. All right. Let's see here. George FT says, can you play Devil's Call in Your Heart from F-Zero? Yes, I can. Thank you for that. $4.99 that you did earlier, George FT. Let's get that going. All right. Devil's Call in Your Heart. All right, that's F-Zero X, if I'm not correct. All right. All right, here we go. Sony fanboys as well. They want Sony to buy Square Enix, Capcom, and Take-Two. That's true, they do. Here, you Americans coming in here slandering Sony when they have no connection to TGS. Falcon, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Nobody's slandering Sony. We literally just took time bodying Xbox, crazy Xbox fans. I have no idea what you're talking about, dude. When is Tokyo Game Show starting? Tomorrow. Meanwhile, Nintendo fans just want Nintendo to buy Platinum, if any studio at all. That's true, but there's no need to buy Platinum. Nintendo's not going to buy Platinum. So there's no need to buy them, and Nintendo's not going to buy them. new to this channel, and now I'm hooked after that rant. Thank you so much, Kira. We have stupid rants like that very often. Like I said, it's only because they don't want those games taken off the platforms they have always been on, so understandable. What are you talking about, House Game? OJ, would you play GTA 5 on Xbox with the sponsor video? A sponsored stream? Sure. Falcon has been running. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. Nobody's slandering Sony. I don't know what he's talking about. It's cool that OJ just bashed whoever he needs to be bashed. Yes. We're not playing any favorites or anything like that. Like, if it's stupid Nintendo fans, we'll talk about that. We've done it a million times. If it's crazy Pokemon fans or crazy Smash Brothers fans, we've done this a million times on here. So it's not anything new. OJ's the rant king. We love it. Just don't get in his crosses. I know, seriously. With PlayStation fanboys wanting Square and Capcom and Sega to be bought is what I'm saying. Okay, but yeah, they still want them to buy it. That's the thing, though. They still want them to. Microsoft fans really love competition. Yeah, seriously. They really do, man. Mr. OJ here talking facts. I just want game companies to produce games and generate competition. Yeah, we need healthy competition. We need healthy competition. We need people to... We need that healthy competition. We need people to be able to have options and choice. That's what we need. We don't need everything. Like, I get it. Activision, Microsoft bought them. Like, okay. But we don't need everything. We don't need console manufacturers falling into each other. Like, you know, like, Sega wasn't bought by, like, Nintendo or something like that, to where when they went out of the console business, they just are, okay, we're only going to make games for Nintendo. Like, they started making games for everything. The fact that Sega makes multi-platform games, that's better for us as a consumer. It's not better for us as a consumer if there's no PS5 version or if there's no Xbox version. That's not better for anybody as a consumer. So I don't advocate for that. I don't advocate for, like, multi-platform games to be exclusive. Now, if Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony want to fund a game, like, say, hey, we want this game, we're gonna fund it, we're gonna make a new game, or we want this game, okay, whatever. But, like, I don't think games should be like, oh my gosh, we're just gonna only make it for this one system or something. Like, it should be based off of, you know, if you can make a game multi-plat, make it multi-plat, but they should not be beholden to any one company at any time. Like, Platinum obviously should be able to make games for Microsoft, for Sony, multi-plat, whatever they want to do, you know. Like, it shouldn't be based off of just one system, you know, for, like, third parties. I was roasting Wii U stuff. Love my Xbox, but my goodness, people are crazy and don't realize how detrimental that could be. Microsoft could just say, okay, guys, Game Pass will be $50 a month, and games will be $150. They could, yeah, dude, they can jump. I mean, obviously, if Nintendo was on there, they'd have to jump the price of Game Pass. Like, if you put Nintendo, there's no way that you get all of Nintendo's games and their output for $50, for $50 or for $35 or whatever Game Pass costs a month. Like, they would have to jump the price. Like, the price would be dramatically increased. So what inspiration do you think Nintendo envy with the side order development? Probably like rogue games and like RPGs, maybe. See, Chris Gill says, Phil, I know, seriously, hold my beer. Health competition for video games companies is very good. It is. Depends on what PlayStation fans you're talking about. I personally don't want to see Sony buy any publishers. We're talking about crazy PlayStation fans, JC. Crazy. We're not talking about normal PS fans that just love their first-party Sony games and like to play their third-party games. We're talking about crazy Sony fans, you know? But in fairness, the crazy Sony fans wanted them to buy, like you said, they wanted them to buy Square Enix in retaliation for you know, Bethesda and Activision. Like, I get that. If I'm a Sony fan and I care about third parties like that, then I might be a little bit salty over it. But thank God I don't care about that. You know, thank God I don't care about, like, playing, like this is my preferred platform for third party is PlayStation. Like, I don't give a damn. Like, yeah, I do play most of my third party games on PlayStation because they have a physical disc that's not down, like, it's not like the Xbox One version, like you download like the PS5 version or the Xbox Series version, you know. So, but to me, it's like, I'll buy a game on Xbox. Like, I don't care. Like, I'll buy the game on Xbox. But, you know, I rather, if I can get the game on PS5, I'll get the game on PS5 just because of how it works. Like, you know, you don't have to download the game online, like the Series X version. Like Xbox, a lot of times you have to download the Series X version, which I don't like doing that. I'd rather have it on the disc and install it. If you're gonna make me install a game, I'd rather have it to where it's on the disc and I install it, and whatever updates I can do that, you know, instead of downloading the whole game, you know, the Xbox Series X version. ZeniMax acquisition wasn't a necessity. ABK deal was too much. Yeah, I can see that. Remember the Splatfest that had the weird flavors of ice cream recently? Do you think they choose flavors because it matched the colors of foam stars and they wanted to send a message? No, casual nude. Nintendo does not care about foam stars. You know, they plan out all of these Splatfests like well ahead of time. Like these aren't things that they think of like on the spot. Like they already have all the Splatfests that they know that they're gonna do for like the whole entirety of like of Splatoon 3. They already know what they're gonna do. They just wait to activate it. It's not something that they think of. Ice cream. Maybe how about we're gonna do ketchup versus mustard? Like they don't think about it like the day before, like a week before. It's already planned well in advance, and they already get everything ready. So yeah. So Sup, what do you think about the Xbox Brooklyn? I don't like it because it's all digital, so I'm not gonna pick it up. So yeah. Sony bought Bungie. That's more than retaliation for Xbox than Square could ever be. I mean, is it? Square has way more IPs, so Square would be more influential. Bungie doesn't own anything. You know, all they own is Destiny, if I'm not correct, right? Like, Square Enix would be way more impactful, because Square Enix owns way more IPs. Let's see, bro. Splatoon is not thinking about no damn foam stars. That's what Splatoon is not thinking about no damn foam stars, bro. That game will be lucky to even be around in 1 year from now. And like, it'll literally, and I'm not trying to just trying to say that because I'm gonna play the game. I think it looks kind of cool. But like, it'll be lucky to even be around in 1 year. I'm pretty sure the game will get shut down within the first like year or two. Like, there's no single. From what I understand, there's no single player campaign. Big mistake. Like, I mean, I don't know 100%, but it seems like there's no single player campaign. Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. But I mean, like, that's not good. That's already not good, you know? Plus Bungie is still staying. Yeah, Bungie's still staying multiplayer. Like, all their games are still on. Like, I don't know if their new live service is Marathon gonna be on is gonna be on everything, or what's up? What's up with the Marathon? I'll try Foam Stars, but yeah, it's very likely die quickly. Yeah, I'll try it. I'll try it out. It looks cool. It's got like some verticality to like with the bubbles and the foam and all that or whatever. But like, yeah, it looks generic. It's clearly inspired by Splatoon. But I mean, I would have went with a different style personally. But I understand why they went with what they went. You know. So yeah, it makes sense in that front. Makes sense in that front. So yeah, I think it was part of the deal. All their games staying multiplat. Oh, okay, yeah. As long as they named the character Mel T, I can't get over that. That's like a Spice Girls reference, right? If Sony wants to hurt Xbox, it should go after EA or Ubisoft, considering the support for Game Pass. You know what the funniest thing is? I mean, that'd be obviously a big blow, right? But it'd be like, I think a lot of Xbox fans will be like, okay. I know my first response would be like, that's like if you get like EA, and I know EA has Madden, EA has, I mean, financially it's obviously like, yeah, whatever, but like, that's like you got like a really hot girlfriend, right? And like, like she dumps you, and then like you get with another girl, and that girl clearly ain't as good looking as what you trying, bro. But you, the rebound chick, nah, bro, that ain't, no, that ain't. Like if it's Ubisoft, that's like you went down a couple tiers, bro. You went down. You went from like a 9 to like a 6, which a 6 is not bad, but I mean, like, yeah, that's definitely a bad rebound. That's definitely not the highest quality rebound, you know? If that happened. Remember when Ubisoft made good games? Yeah, I mean, Ubisoft, they still make some solid games, but nothing's hype anymore. Like, nothing's, like, incredibly good anymore from Ubisoft. Like, they've got some good stuff, don't get me wrong, like Mario plus Rabbids. I think the new Assassin's Creed game is going to be okay, but, like, nothing's exciting anymore for Ubisoft. Like, like, when you hear about a Ubisoft game, you're not like, oh, wow, like, you see, it's like, oh, it's Ubisoft. Like, it's like, I can't get excited for a Ubisoft game, because Ubisoft games demo and play extremely well for the most part, but then when you play them for like a longer period of time, they just become like Ubisoft. Like, I can't, you know? So yeah. Prince of Persia is good, but remember, Prince of Persia, they completely changed the style of Prince of Persia. They saw Metroid Dread and was like, they saw Metroid Dread, bro. They're like, why are we gonna sit there and spend AAA on Prince of Persia when we can make an incredible game with the Rayman team? It was like, that to me came out of like market research. They were like, yeah, we should just do this. This would be a good idea, you know? It's definitely like Metroid. It's got some. It's not complete. Like, obviously, it's not like Metroid you shoot in that game. This game is like a melee combat, but it's definitely, it has some. It has a lot of the abilities and stuff that Metroid has. Even some of the boss battles are very Metroid-like. So yeah, it's definitely. I don't think it's gonna be as good as Metroid Dread. It's not gonna be as good as Metroid Dread. It probably won't be as good as Hollow Knight, but it'll be serviceable. I think it'll be right around that good. It'll be like right around like an 80, like a low, like mid to low 80s. So it'll be a solid 8 out of 10 game, which is good. You know? Which is definitely good. Yeah, Star Wars Outlaws, it looks nice, but wait till you play it. Wait till you play it. You know, it might not be as nice once you start playing for a while. That's what Ubisoft does to you. That's what a Ubisoft game will be like, oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks good. And then you start playing it, and like 2 hours in, you're like, 3 to 4 hours in, you're like, no, what's that SpongeBob meme? SpongeBob, like, this is how you are, like, a couple hours in, this is how you are after a Ubisoft game. You don't know whether to like it, whether to hate it, whether you question your existence, whether you want to question what's going on, whether you don't know what after you play a Ubisoft game, you'll be questioning if you even like video games anymore. I remember after what was the last Ubisoft like non-Nintendo focused game that I played, bro? I played, what was it? Watch Dogs 2? The main character is black, right? And I even questioned whether black people should be in video games after I played Watch Dogs 2. I had to slap myself. Wait a minute, OJ. It's Ubisoft. It's not that there's a black guy. It's Ubisoft. I was questioning whether I got racist all of a sudden. I questioned whether black people should even be in video games after I played a Ubisoft game. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. No, it's just Ubisoft. It's just Ubisoft. There's nothing wrong with having any types of people in games. It's just Ubisoft. Let me just move on from Watch Dogs 2 and never play that game. Never play another Watch Dogs game in my life. Okay? Literally, almost had me racist for a second. And I'm dead ass. I'm serious. Like, I was thinking like, there's something. This doesn't sound right. Like, what's going on? Are these people out? Like, wait a minute. No. That's not it. It's Ubisoft. It's Ubisoft. That's the problem. Because you can play GTA 5 or something, right? And Franklin's great in that game, you know? Or you can play the new Prince of Persia. It's not black, but dark skin. You know, it's fine. There's been plenty. Was it Deathloop? There's been plenty of great games, right? But man, Ubisoft games, bro, they have you questioning your own existence, whether you even like video games anymore, man. Like, I can't play no more. I can't play Ubisoft. Like, their formula, I can't play Far Cry and, you know, and what else do they make? They make Watch Dogs, and I can't be playing Ubisoft's games no more, man. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I never enjoyed a single mobile game ever, but I'm surprised you've been enjoying Monster Hunter now and anyone else play. I heard that it's pretty good. I heard that it's pretty good. Watch Dogs is a bad series. I couldn't get into any of them. I don't think it's a bad series. It's just not for me. You know, I don't know if it's a bad series. Like, it's got okay reviews, but Watch Dogs 2 just got me. That's when I said I'm done, man. Jose turned into Blind Chappelle show when he's playing UB games. Oh man, bro. Yeah, I can't do it no more. I'm sorry. I'm part of their creator. I might not be part of their creator squad. I might get kicked off the creator squad after that one, man. So yeah, man. I might not be part of the creator squad no more. Like to see a court say, let's see. I like to see someone in court say I'm not racist, but I play Watch Dogs 2 as a defense. Let's see here, man. Blue Pocahontas, Far Cry, Avatar. Yeah, it's first person. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Why is that game? Why the hell would you want to play an Avatar game in first person? Are they insane? Are they absolutely insane? You have these crazy looking Avatar characters. Why the hell would you make the game first person? Are you stupid? I don't understand this company. Your character is an Avatar dude or girl. It should be a third person action adventure game. Why is it in first person? That's insane, bruh. That is wild that game is in first person. That is absolutely wild. First person open world game. Yeah, Far Cry, Avatar. Like, you out there shooting guns. I mean, like, I don't know with Ubisoft, bro. I don't know what this company. Ubisoft games are the fast food of video games. Yeah, definitely the fast food of video games. I'm about to get the boot. About to get the boot. About to get the boot. Seriously, after that rant, yeah, probably. Probably, man. But hey, I said what I said. I did what I did. It is what it is. There ain't nothing that I can change about it, brodies. Free samples at Costco. You know, when you go to Costco, some of those free samples are pretty good. No more Rabbids games. I'll still play those. Like, I'll still play Mario plus Rabbids. But that's not a formulaic Ubisoft game. That's a strategy RPG that they collab with Nintendo with, you know? So, any advice on buying a house? Have a lot of cash on hand. Have a lot of cash on hand, buddy. Have a lot of cash on hand. Or, if you don't have a lot of cash on hand, try to file for an FHA loan. But be ready for a very high interest rate. But FHA, if you first-time home buyers, try that. But even with that, you're going to need about a cool 20 G's, depending on what type of house you're trying to buy. If you've already bought a house and you're trying to buy a new house, good luck, buddy. Because you can't do FHA. You got to do a conventional loan, or you got to do something. But try to, if you can find a co-signer, like if you have a spouse or if you have like somebody else that makes money, try to get pre-qualified. Definitely, you know, get them on board to buy the house, so it can be in both of you guys' names, because that'll help you out if they're bringing in more income. But yeah, you're gonna need a lot of cash on hand. Gonna need a lot of cash on hand. So yeah. I'm not exactly sure when the Tokyo Game Show. We already went over all the Tokyo Game Show trailers and stuff. So I don't know when like the show starts for you or anything like that. I'm not really sure. Let's see here. Hey, we still want better games. They gotta understand that. Yeah. Qualifying for FHA is almost impossible. You have to make a low wage to qualify. I guess not in California. I mean, at the time, I don't think I was low wage. I mean, in 2014, I mean, I was making like, what was I making? I was making like $23, $24 an hour. So like, I guess that's not super high, But I mean, at the time, it was very good, and I qualified for FHA. But I guess maybe if you make like $30 or $40 an hour or something like that. But I mean, if you make like $30-$40 an hour plus, I mean, you should be able to save up enough money, right, to be able to get the cash on hand to pay for the house. So you just got to save if you make that much money. But I qualified for an FHA making $20-something an hour in 2014-ish, 2013 or 2014. So yeah, I mean, it wasn't too hard for me. It wasn't too hard for me, but maybe it's different where other people. Obviously, FHA is different based on where you live and different parameters. I mean, I don't know the qualifications today. I did it a decade ago, guys. So yeah, I did it a decade ago. So a decade ago, inflation is very different now in today's day compared to where it was back then. You know. So in South Dakota, you have to be broke. Oh, you have to be broke in South Dakota? Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit different, I guess, in California. The new Izuna game got announced for Switch and PC. New Izuna game. What is Izuna? What is Izuna? I don't know what that is, J2 Blue. So let's check Gamatsu. Izuna, Legend of the Unemployed Ninja Revival Izuna announced for Switch. Yeah, I've never played I don't think I've played the Izuna game, so I don't know what it's about. Let me check the trailer. They only have a 13-second. It's just a teaser. So I guess this game's already been. Is it a remaster of a game? Yeah, it's a remaster of a Japanese dungeon RPG previously released on the 3DS. So it's a remaster of that game. Unemployed Ninja. All right. Yeah, it's a remaster of the DS game. So let's take a look at the DS game. Let's take a look at the yeah. It's just like a little you know. Yeah, like little like. Oh, it's like what's those games called? Like Shiren the Wanderer. What are those type of games called? Like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It's like one of those games. It's like that. I can show you guys. Here's the gameplay on the DS. So it's like, yeah, it's like Mystery Dungeon, those type of games. So they're gonna remaster this game for the Switch. I don't know how it's gonna look or what they're gonna do. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these type of games. Like a dungeon crawler, yeah. But like even like a dungeon crawler, not all of them operate like Mystery Dungeon and all that. Like I'm pretty sure it's fun. Yeah, like descent, like it's like descend, don't descend, like yeah, and like they like when you run into an enemy that it just kind of like automates the battle. I mean, I bet it could be some fun. I mean, I bet it was probably cool to play on the DS back in the day, you know. So yeah, there you go. That's another game coming through. Another game. Izuna, the unemployed. She has cat. Does she have cat ears? It's just like her headset that she's wearing. I played the game back in the day. It's pretty fun. I bet it's pretty cool. Like I don't think it's probably it looked like it would be pretty fun to play like on a DS back in the day. Like it looks like a game that I probably would have tried out, but I just never did. Like the DS had so many games, man. Like I had so many weird, you know, just like DS and like when you went to like GameStop, there was so many games like to pick from on the DS. So many games to pick from. So yeah. Let's see, is the game show soon or did it happen already? It's happening right now. So tomorrow, 21st to the 24th. We went over all the different new trailers that came out, Zach. So that's what we went over today with Tokyo Game Show. Dungeon Crawler is a first-person view. Mystery Dungeon isn't that, but it's Rogue. Dungeon Crawler isn't. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Dungeon Crawler. That'd be like isn't like Etrian Odyssey, games like that, right? That's like a first-person. I don't know. I guess there's like a lot of ways that you can do Dungeon Crawler, right? But yeah. Anyway, Japanese games are a little bit different with that. There's some walk around the show floor with the massive checkbook. Yeah, he's always walking around with the massive checkbook. Phil Spencer, he's money bags. Montana Max. Montana Max has money. That man's Montana Max. He kind of look like Montana Max too. Kind of look like him as well. All right, guys, we are 5, 6, 7, 8. We are 8. Yeah, we are 8 likes away from our goal of 225 likes. Let's see if we can get 8 more likes, guys. Let's do it. Bro, can you imagine like a 8 again in today's tech world? Just having a phone would be crazy game-wise. Can you imagine being an 8 again in today's tech world? What does that mean, Natty Nay? I don't know what that means. I feel dumb because it sounds like you're talking normal, but I don't imagine being like 8. Oh, 8 again, as in the age of 8. Okay, got it. Oh man, it'd be wild, but you wouldn't be able to afford anything though. Like, that's the only problem. Like, but the difference though is that with free-to-play games, you can have almost as much fun. So that's the cool thing about if you were young in today's day. Like, free-to-play games are so prevalent. All you got to do is just get the system, and you can play Genshin, and you can play all these cool free-to-play games. You can play Fortnite. If I was 8 and Fortnite, oh my God, I would tear that game to shreds. I would be on that game all the time. I'd be having so much fun. That's why kids love Fortnite. It's like, it's free. It's available everywhere. It's cross-play, so you can play it on your Switch. You can play it on your PlayStation. You can play it on your Xbox. You can play it on your phone. You can play it everywhere. It just migrates everything over. It's great. So yeah, if I was 8 again, I would be on Fortnite 24/7. Like Fortnite, Genshin, all of these free-to-play games. I'd be all over those games. I'd be like, these are my favorite games because they're free. You know, because they're free. And especially like all the RPGs that you'd be able to get like discounted and stuff like that. Man, it'd be heaven in today's day. When I was growing up back in the day, we had the rental services and stuff, but we didn't have free-to-play games. Free-to-play games are like the big, like, you'll never be bored. In today's day as a kid, for gaming wise, you'll never not have something to play because you can always just turn on your Xbox, turn on your PlayStation, and just download free-to-play games. Like, that was never a thing when I was growing up. There was no such thing as free-to-play games. Everything you gotta pay. You gotta pay for everything. You want to play the game at an arcade, you gotta pay. You want to play the game, you want to rent a game, you gotta pay. You want to buy a game, you gotta pay. You want access to a game, you gotta pay. There was no such thing as free-to-play games in any way, shape, or form. There was free-to-play demos. You can play a demo for free, but not free-to-play games. You know? So yeah. The show starts tomorrow for the millionth time of people asking. The show starts tomorrow. We're simply talking about the show. We talked about some of the new trailers and stuff like that, guys. The show starts tomorrow, though. But yes, the show has pretty much started already. But it officially starts today/tomorrow, depending on where you live in the world. Do you think Capcom will keep up? No, it's all good. It's all good, K Morocco. It's all good. But yeah, it starts officially tomorrow. But we went over all the different stuff. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell. And get ready because we're going to be having a lot of Tokyo Game Show stuff. So make sure you guys hit the notification bell. Make sure you guys show out if you can to the streams because there's going to be a lot of Tokyo Game Show stuff over the next few days. A lot of Tokyo Game Show stuff. See, do you think Capcom will keep up their support with Switch 2? Yeah, of course. You see the developer interview for Bots and Cactus? I did. I think I actually made a video on it, or I talked about it in a video. 3 a.m. for OG. Yeah, I'm not staying up till 3 a.m. I'm going to finish my stream here, and then I'm going to edit my indie games video, and then I am going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to go to sleep and wake up in the morning and exercise. So that's what I am doing. That's what I am going to do tonight. So yeah. Shout outs to Casual Noob with the doll donation. Says the reason why I watch so many video game channels on YouTube is I didn't grow up knowing about forums and my real life friends are not gaming. So thanks for making me aware of games I might miss. Hey, no problem, Casual Noob. Yeah, everybody has a different story in terms of how they got into games and what happened and everything like that. So yeah, it's cool though, man. Like it's cool to experience games and have a community where you can talk about games and discuss different stuff, you know. So yeah, it's great. I love it, man. There's no other place I'd rather do. No other place I'd rather like be in. Like no other job that I'd rather do, you know, than doing this type of stuff. So So yeah. All right, video games are a big reason I have this name. You're the party man. Do I do this full time? No, I do it a fraction of my time. I'm actually a professional burger man. I deliver burgers to people full time. That's my actual real full-time job, and I love it. Like, you know, I take the burger, I make it from scratch. They ask me, hey, what do you want? It's like Burger Time. Ever play Burger Time? But with the black guy. It's very much like that. And I deliver burgers across the world to various numbers of people. It's fantastic too, man. It's great. It's a great job. This is just what I do on the side. But yeah, Burger Time. Go watch Burger Time. That's what I do. I'm actually shocked at the reaction of Azuna Switch version getting. People are really surprised it's back. Didn't realize they had a following like that. I had no idea about the game. We talked about the new Monolith game in terms of them, the composer talked about a fresh start for the series. So yeah, you did miss us talking about that because I think we're 2.5 hours in. But you can also check out my video. If you missed it, where we talked about it, I talked about it in a video on September 19th, when we went over all the details. But yeah, we did already go over it. But here's the video if you want to know more of the details on that. But yes, one of the producers said that it's time for a fresh start. And we discussed what they're going to be doing on Switch 2 and potential reveals. But yeah, we did already go over it. Plus, do you think we'll hear more rumors of Switch 2 at TGS? Yes, it's possible. Let's see. Oh, I seen that quote before. Very interesting. Yes, it is. So we discussed it. We discussed it here. That's kind of like what we do. Like we talk about the games. Like I'll make a video usually, and then live stream we talk about it on there. So it's usually we talk about what I discussed recently or what I made a video on recently. So yeah. All right, if you guys have questions outside of when is Tokyo Game Show, I will answer anything outside of when is Tokyo Game Show. I will not answer that, but I will answer everything else in terms of it. I will answer everything else but that question if you guys have them. What am I playing recently? I've been playing Sea of Stars still. Sea of Stars. And Baten Kaitos. Baten Kaitos and Sea of Stars. Those two games are awesome. Those two games are really fun. So yeah. See, will we see Dragon Quest III Remake on TGS? I want some information on the game. You might have noticed based on my behavior recently. I hope that they show up, but I don't think that they're going to. I don't know if they're going to or not. I don't think Square Enix said anything, but they did state recently that it's progressing nicely. So we'll see how it all works out. But yeah, I don't know if there's going to be anything at Tokyo Game Show. I think that they might be waiting for Switch 2 for that. Maybe, but we'll see. We'll see how it all works out, man. Like I'm not really I don't know exactly what's happening. So yeah. People get hurt if the Switch 2 doesn't come till 2025. Well, it's not going to be in 2025, but if people get hurt, then oh well, they'll get over it. How many level 5s are we getting release date on? I hope we get some level 5 release date games because they haven't dated. They're saying games are coming out in 2023, but they have no dates. So, I mean, the year is running out. We're in the last 3 months of the year, October, November, December. So, I mean, they need to release the date at some point, right? Where is Tokyo Game Show? I think it's in Hawaii. Am I excited for Grand Blue Fantasy? Yes, I am. check out my video where I went over my big 11 big upcoming RPGs. I think I put it in that video. Like all the RPGs or games that I'm excited for. I did do a rundown video on the channel about that. So if you want to know what I'm looking forward to in the year, it's all there as well. Yeah, 11 big RPGs coming to the Switch, Switch and PS5. I did that video not too long ago. I went over my most hyped RPGs. In addition to that video, I did a 10 best upcoming Nintendo Switch games for the fall. So if you want to know what my favorite games are upcoming for the Switch, or if you want to know what I'm excited for in terms of upcoming RPGs, that is both on the channel as well. I don't remember everything, but it's Grand Blue, all the RPGs, Persona, all that good stuff is on there. So let's see, how long is Shippuden without filler? Shippuden without filler? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't remember. But it's a lot shorter. Is Silent Hill 2 coming out, or should I just sleep? It's coming out. TGS is on the moon. Go to your local space station. I mean, it's expensive to get there, but once you do, you're going to have the time of your life. You know? You're going to have the time of your life once you get there. What's up, Christian? What is good? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, sir? I heard that Yakuza Collection rumor for Switch 2. There is no Yakuza Collection for Switch 2. It's just people making up stuff. Maybe something comes down in the future, but the what's it called? The Yakuza, Sega doesn't see Switch as doesn't see Nintendo as a platform for Yakuza. So, I don't really see. I don't really see it, you know. I don't see it. Would you like a new PSP Vita portable handheld from Sony? I don't care if they make one or not. If they make one, cool. If they don't, doesn't matter. Let's see here. When are they going to show trailers? They've been talking for the past hour. That's why you shouldn't watch Tokyo Game Show. If you're talking about me, we already watched all the trailers that they revealed. So if you're talking about the Tokyo Game Show, you know, I don't know. I'm not watching their scheduling because I don't care. But in terms of me, I already went over all the trailers. We went over all the trailers. We watched everything. So we're done with that. Now we're in Q&A. So yeah. But I don't watch the Tokyo Game Show. Like, I don't watch the events because there's no need to watch them. Just wait for the trailers to come out. There's no point. There's too many events. It's too long. You know? Good stuff comes out and we get more information, but it's something that you got to just wait till the websites report on it. You don't got to sit there and watch all of it, you know, unless you really, really are a huge fan, then sit down and watch, you know. I'm happy that there's an Xbox Fan Fest in my country. Even the boss will be there. Xbox Fan Fest. Okay, sounds good. Yo, what's up, Sweden Official? Welcome to the stream. They spend 1.5 hours talking, and only 5 to 15 minutes of that being a trailer of gameplay. That's true. They spend so much time talking about the history, talking about the voice actors, talking about all this different stuff. They're like, oh yeah, they have like hosts and all that, and they get all these girls to come up there on stage and all this stuff, and it's just boring, man. It's built for like the people that are there at the show and for publishers to talk to the Japanese audience, and sometimes they make some concessions for the Western audience, but the times are always all jacked up, and it's just, there's no point in sitting down and watching Tokyo Game Show. I've tried it and I'm like, this is terrible. It's not built for us. It's not built to be consumable in that type of way. So don't waste your time. Just go on Gamatsu, look at the trailers, hang out with people on, like, you know, streams like this where we talk about whatever new stuff or whatever, but there's no point in sitting there and watching the whole damn show. Like, it ain't for you. It's for Japanese gamers that want to, like, you know, if it was maybe translated well or in English, then maybe, but it's not. So, or in whatever language you speak, it's not. So, I mean, to me, there's no point in sitting there and like going through Tokyo Game Show, you know? Like, just wait for all the other stuff. Hey, OJ, I think you just joined. Are you playing RE4 separate ways tonight or tomorrow? I don't know if I'm gonna even play the DLC separate ways. I'm not 100% sold on that yet. I might though. I might not. I think I'm done with Resident Evil though. I think I'm gonna just play something else. Which game are you most excited to play? RE7 Rebirth or Spider-Man? What if I'm not excited to play either one of them? Why'd you only give me 2 options? I don't get that. But RE7 Rebirth, to answer your question. I don't play Spider-Man. Burnt Toast, watch my videos. You'll know what I'm excited for. Watch my vids. Why are you over here asking me all these weird questions? These are stuff that we do on the vids. You should already know that I'm more excited for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You should already know I'm an RPG guy. You should already know that. These are all basics. Come on, bro. You should know that I'm more excited for Final Fantasy, man. You should know that. It's an RPG. You know I'm more excited for like the big RPGs like Persona, you know, Xenoblade, Final Fantasy, all that stuff. I'm always more excited for that than anything else. Thoughts on Lies of P? Looks okay. I'm looking forward to Mario Wonder. I am looking forward to Mario Wonder quite a bit. Yeah, you're an RPG guy. Name all the RPGs then. What do you mean name all the RPGs? Name all the RPGs on what? Like every RPG ever made? Like the Yakuza games? Nah, I don't really play Yakuza games. Nah. Nope. Don't play them. Don't play them. I've played them before, but I don't play them. I'm not a huge fan. I don't know why. It just doesn't click with me. Yakuza just doesn't click. It's not that it's a bad game. It's actually a really good game, but you know. Yeah. Just not for me. Not for me, players. Not for me. Thoughts on Unicorn Overlord? Looks really good. Looks really good. Spider-Man 2 is mid, no difference. Cool gameplay though. Love Spider-Man. I don't know about all that, man. Like it looks like they got like the fast loading stuff, and they got the different, you know, spider suits, and they got like the Miles Morales stuff in there. I think it's dope. I mean, it's evolved what they've done before, but I mean, hey man, like it looks dope for Spider-Man fans. It's gonna be lit, right, Anthony? Like if you love Spider-Man, this is gonna be the game to play this fall. I think it's gonna review really well and sell really well. Sony deadass only had one. They had one first party, like big first party exclusive this year. They had Final Fantasy, that was exclusive, but that was third party. But I guess it's kind of first party because they helped out so much. But man, they really only had one major first party game like that, you know, that they put out by then. That's crazy. Outside of like they did do VR stuff, right? And they did Forspoken at the beginning of the year, but that's wild, man. They literally had nothing for 2023. That's the worst Persona game. I'd have to think about it. Infinity Strash? Yeah, I'll probably play that. Eats Ted Nordic gotta be announcement. NIS got for us. Yeah, that'd be good. Games are getting too big. They're starting to take too long to make. Yeah, that's true. It's dope. I played all the Spider-Man games. It's the same to me. Okay, yeah. I think, Anthony, that's why I stopped playing Spider-Man. I mean, like, I don't even play, like I try out the new Spider-Man games, but I just stopped playing them after, like, an hour or two. Like, I've been playing Spider-Man games since, like, almost day one. When they started making Spider-Man games, like, on the NES or, like, the Super Nintendo, I was playing all those. Maximum Carnage, all that crap. And then even I played Spider-Man games, like, on the Dreamcast and, like, the PS1. Like, there's, like, a Spider-Man game on there. I played that game. I played Spider-Man on the PS2. I played Ultimate Spider-Man or Maximum Spider-Man or whatever it's called. I played the Spider-Man games on the PS3 and 360. I played so many Spider-Man games. I just got burnt out on Spider-Man, dude. Like I just got burnt out on like slinging, like web slinging through a city. Like I don't want to web sling through a city anymore because the problem is that I played way too many of them. And while these new ones are way better than the older Spider-Man games, like they're way better, I just don't feel like playing as Spider-Man anymore. I'm done. Like I'm done playing as Spider-Man. Like, cause like it's just, it's not the same powers, but it's like it's Spider-Man. Miles Morales definitely switched things up a bit, and I'm interested to see the Miles Morales gameplay. But it's you know it's gonna be swinging through the city, doing the side quests. Like I'm just done with that structure. Like I don't want to play Spider-Man anymore. Because like Spider-Man used to be like my favorite comic, right? Like I loved Spider-Man and Venom and Carnage. Those are like my favorite. Venom and Carnage are my favorite, and I just played way too many of the games. And it's nothing to do with Insomniac and their games. Those games are fantastic. Like if I didn't play all the Spider-Man games in the past, I probably would love these games. But I'm just I'm just burnt out on Spider-Man. It has nothing to do with Insomniac. The games are incredible. It's me. I'm the stupid one. You know, the games are fine, and I really wish that I'd play them and like them more, but my problem is I just play too much Spider-Man. Like, I just play way too much Spider-Man. Like, I would play all the games. Like, literally all the Spider-Man games. Go and look at all the Spider-Man games made, and I guarantee you I've played like 70 to 80% of Spider-Man games made, like ever made. Game Boy, Game Gear, PS2, PS1, Xbox, GameCube, 360, PS3. I played all of the Spider-Man games, damn near all of them. And by the time that I got to Spider-Man 2018, or I think it was 2018, right, or whatever, whenever, I was just like, I'm just burnt out, man. I don't want to play them anymore, you know? I don't want to play them anymore. I probably played Web of Fire on the 32X. Yeah, I probably did, because we had a place that I would go and they had Spider-Man games on like all different, and I'd play it on everything. You know, I'd always play Spider-Man games, you know? All right, take it easy. Life will change. So, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just burnt out on Marvel. Like, I stopped. Like, I used to love Marvel movies. I used to watch Spider-Man and Iron Man and all these different things, but man, dude, I'm like, I don't even watch Marvel movies anymore. I don't even, like, I saw like the Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, I watched that like when I was on the plane to like Nigeria on the way back, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't need to go see that in the movie theater. Like, I don't even care. Like, when they released a new Spider-Man movie, I did watch the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie, but I watched that like on Blu-ray, or I watched that like on streaming. Like, I didn't go see it in the movie theater. I didn't even care. I'm burnt out on Marvel. That's why, like, when The Boys came out, sorry Dior, but like when The Boys came out and when like Invincible came out, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Something fresh, something new, something different. So I love The Boys. I love Invincible, but I can't watch like all the Blue Beetle and all these Marvel. I can't anymore. Like, I don't even watch them anymore, you know? I don't even watch them anymore. I don't even remember the last superhero movie I watched. So yeah, like, I don't even, after watching The Boys and Invincible, I don't even care. Like, I just don't care about Marvel and about superhero movies anymore. It's just, yeah, I'm done. What do you think the Silent Hill 2 remake needs to do to have a similar success as Resident Evil has? I don't know if it can. Resident Evil is a lot based off of its name. But obviously, good gameplay would be it. So, yeah. So, I think Endgame was the last Marvel movie I watched. Yeah, it's great. So, watched Toku Satsu? Who's the Western superheroes in the dust. All right, maybe I'll check that out. About a new Spawn game or movie. Spawn would be a bit different. I do like the Spawn movie from like, I think like the late 90s. That movie was really good. But yeah, like if there was like a new Spawn game or movie, that would get me a bit more excited, because we don't really get Spawn a lot. So yeah. No political questions or stuff like Black Lives Matter or anything like that, bruh. Like, I support my fellow black brethren and brothers and sisters no matter what. I support any minorities that are trying to get better in life. But ask me video game questions. We're not talking about politics or other stuff like that. But if you want my general opinion, yeah, I support people trying to, you know, work for better conditions and all that. Of course, I'm black. So of course I would, but I'm gonna time you out because I already didn't answer your question once, and then you spammed it. So I'm gonna time you out. So I know you're already looking for a reaction. Have you seen any of My Hero movies? I have seen My Hero. I do like My Hero quite a bit. I do like My Hero. I've seen the movies. I'm not caught up on the anime though, or the manga. I don't read the manga, but I'm not caught up. So, not caught up on that completely. Let's see here. I know I need to catch up. They got to bring back Michael Jai White for Spawn. They really do. They really do. Been working, haven't have time to watch TGS stuff. Anyone? Quick recap. There's no quick recap. Epic Wallpapers. There's just a lot of different games. A lot of different games that were announced. So, or that were just trailers, updated trailers and stuff in terms of it. So, updated trailers and all that. So, yeah. But yeah, I wish they could bring it back. Season 6 of My Hero is so freaking... I know. I'm going to watch it, guys. I need to take a vacation, which I'm not going to do. But I need to take a little bit of a break. I need to take a little bit of a break. And then once I do that, for sure. 100% for sure. No, they did not show off Kingdom Hearts 4. Not yet, at least. Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer. Nice. Yeah, there's too many animes to catch up on. Like, I'm so far behind in, like, damn near everything. So, yeah. So, I'm damn near behind. I'm behind on everything. What's up, OJ? Get a new Xbox handheld or something? New Xbox handheld? No, I never said that we're getting a new Xbox handheld. Is that in the title? Crazy. I said crazy Xbox. We're just talking about the Xbox leaks that already happened, right? There was nothing about a new handheld though. I don't know what all. I don't know where that coming from. So I decided to watching One Piece. One Piece is good. One Piece is good. Namek Saga DBZ hits hard on nostalgia. It sure does. I don't get the appeal of anime. I used to like it, but nowadays I can't stand it except the mecha stuff. That sounds... That's so weird. I don't get the appeal of anime, except for what I like when it comes to anime. You just contradicted yourself. I don't get the appeal of anime, but I do like it when it's what I like with mechs. You answered your own question, buddy. Oh my gosh. No, saw a poll from Spawn Wave. Thought you guys might know something. Nah, it's just a random poll Spawn be doing with certain stuff. Guys, y'all can't be pulling poll questions, trying to pull them over here to tell me that there's some type of... How you gonna have a poll question on Spawn Wave's channel and come over here and tell me is there a new Xbox from... That's the poll that he ran. That ain't got nothing to do with me, Sean. That's just a random poll that he ran. I had no idea he even ran that poll. Is this true? Activision says Switch 2 spires akin to PS4, Xbox One. No, it's not. It's not necessarily true. It's true and it's false. One, it's true because they said that they speculated. Bobby Kotick said that he speculated. He didn't know. He didn't know what the power is. He doesn't know what the specifications are. This was part of the FTC thing. So essentially, he had some meetings and stuff, but Nintendo did not give him finalized specs or anything like that. And he doesn't know what the specs are. He was just speculating that it's around that. And that leaked in the FTC meetings. But no, the most recent updates, Anthony Cooper, watch my videos. If you want the most recent updates in terms of where we think or where the Switch is, we don't know. But it has way more things that PS4 and Xbox One does not have. It has DLSS, which can make it run the Matrix demo and stuff like that. So check out at least target specs of it. So watch my most recent videos. That's the most recent information on Switch 2 and what it can do or what it can't do or the capabilities of it. So if you haven't seen that, watch that. People just basically more of this stuff leaked from the FTC, and a lot of websites reran that same story in terms of what Bobby Kotick said. But Bobby Kotick doesn't know the specs of the Switch 2. He didn't get the specs of the Switch 2, so we don't know where the specs are at. But the most recent information in terms of the capabilities of what the Switch 2 is based off of Eurogamer and what came out from Gamescom. That is the most recent thing. Bobby Kotick just speculated that if it was around that, if it is around that, then we can do this for it. But no, he doesn't know. So yeah. Check out the most recent. So I'll give you a link to that. A lot of people are bringing that up, and I'm like, did you guys not know what happened? Did y'all miss what happened at Gamescom? There was a big leak at Gamescom that Eurogamer and BGC reported on. That's the most recent information. But the problem is that the new stuff, not the new stuff, but what Bobby Kotick, that stuff came out again. So people re-reported that. But that's old info. That's old from FTC filings. That's not the most recent stuff that we got. So we don't know where the specs are, and Bobby Kotick doesn't know where the specs are from with the Switch 2. So let me give you guys The most recent information is right there. That's the DLSS. That's the Gamescom, and that's like the advanced ray tracing stuff and all that. That's from there. So that's the most recent information. The problem is that people took what Bobby Kotick said as fact on the internet, and that's why people are confused. Yeah, that's why people are confused. But the problem is that he was just speculating. He was like, well, if it is, I've heard, or maybe it is, if it's like PS4 and Xbox One power-wise, we can do something for it. But he doesn't know the specs of it. The problem is that like more FTCs, like another piece of information in terms of his meeting or an email leaked, and it's the same information that was already leaked, that was already put out before we got the new information from Gamescom. So I mean that's the only thing. That's why people are re-bringing it back up. But VGC put out an article saying, hey guys, this is old information. We already reported on that. The newest information is from what happened at Gamescom when they had like the tech demos for Unreal Engine 5, the Matrix, and other that. So it could be like PS4 and Xbox One, but I doubt we'll get the same results, especially if they're using DLSS, which Bobby Kotick said nothing about DLSS. He said nothing about running Unreal Engine 5. He said nothing about that. So I don't really think Bobby Kotick knows. I don't think he knows the specs, or I don't think he saw a demo or he saw anything. I'm sorry, but I get my Switch news from Review Tech. Yeah, that's why sometimes you say a lot of dumb shit in here, Casual Noob. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, it's all good, Anthony. It's all good. So yeah, man. A backwards compatibility is probably a thing. It's probably a thing. Sup, Jeffrey Tucker? Welcome to the stream. Order the 64 controller. Hey, there you go. No, that's fine. It's fine. We'll know soon enough. So Nintendo will put out something soon enough when it comes to, you know, where the specs are. A lot of the rumors put it at the T239. The T239, like that's what they're using, but we don't know. We just don't know where. We don't know what APIs. We don't know what it's going to be. Like, we just don't know where it's at, right? So yeah. So like that's the issue. So like even like I looked at one of the article listings. Switch 2 may be as powerful as PS4, Xbox One. Activision Blizzard says, yeah, okay, they actually put it maybe just as powerful as PS4 and Xbox One. That just shows that they don't really know. It was just like that leaked email. But then they say, oh, well, it's a T239, which would be, you can't use teraflops as performance, but whatever, would be up to 4 teraflops for that system, which is higher, well higher than raw performance of the PS4 and the original and Xbox One. So yeah, but we have to wait and see. What Nintendo does. But once again, you have like APIs, you have different like memory bandwidth, you have RAM, you have DLSS, you have all these different things in terms of new technology. Comparing it to PS4 and Xbox One is probably a bad idea. I don't think it's going to be comparable because of new tech. That's the only thing that I'd say with that, or that I'd add to that, because it's pretty much confirmed that DLSS is going to be a thing, and PS4 and Xbox One did not have the DLSS technology. They did not have that. They don't have advanced ray tracing, or the ray tracing that not that I care about ray tracing because I don't, but they don't have the type of stuff that you can do with a more modern, NVIDIA SoC like the T239 or like that. Like PS4 and Xbox One just don't have that. It's nowhere near as new. So yeah. Of course I'd buy the Switch 2 at launch. Even before I started making video game content. I bought the Wii at launch. I bought the Wii U at launch. I was making content with the Wii U, but I bought the Wii at launch and I wasn't making content. In 2006, I was not making any content. I also bought the 3DS at launch and I wasn't really making content back then either, or I just started doing little things here and there. So yeah, I bought the Wii and I bought the 3DS at launch. So yep. I also bought the Xbox 360 shortly after launch. And I bought the PS3 about a year after it launched. So. The big thing, there's not really anything big that I'm hoping to see at Tokyo Game Show. It's just going to be new information and trailers of games that are pretty much already announced. Um, so yeah. I'm pretty sure Nintendo's gonna make sure that you won't be able to jailbreak a Switch 2 at launch. I think that's probably their main thing. Now, listen, I was actually just talking to some, some people, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not saying that people won't find out how to do it, but I'm telling you right now, Nintendo has some of the best people that know how to jailbreak and know how to hack stuff, and they are working at breakneck speed to make sure that doesn't happen again. So, I mean, it could, because hackers are hackers, but I'm telling you, they got some of the best hackers in the world working, that they're gonna work with before to test and to make sure that doesn't happen, like with the version, the launch switches. So, I don't think that's gonna be a thing, but you never know with hackers. They'll find some way to get it done, but I don't think that it's going to be as easy or apparent as the Switch 1 was. So, I wouldn't expect that. I would not expect it. Nintendo's not going to do achievements on the next system, at least not how you're expecting it to be, Eric Wallpapers. They're probably going to do Nintendo missions and probably integrate that better with it. So yeah, I doubt that they're going to do that. Achievements are useless. They don't do anything. So Nintendo's just probably going to stick to Nintendo missions and in-game achievements. If you want to do achievements, they'll be in-game. They'll be built in like that. So yeah. Smart hackers. Meanwhile, the Hive is so dumb. Works hackers. Okay. Is Spawncast live this weekend? Should be. Should be. Missed your comment. What was your comment? I didn't see. Just so I don't pass an inconsistent guy. Just listen to my exceptions in general. I'd rather watch Toku. Okay, that's fine, man. Atlas or Square Enix? Both. Bought a Switch OLED a week before launch through the second market. I was too tempted to get it early. Yeah, happens. Stuff's uncovered NVIDIA leak last year. Ray tracing DLSS are lock-ins. The GPU is actually better than the Xbox Series. I don't know if it's better than Xbox. Okay, Xbox Series S, and overall be more versatile system than AMD consoles. Well, we'll see about that, Angel. I think the DLSS obviously gives a big advantage. Superpower Man, what's up? What's up, man? Welcome. DKC comes back. It'd be great if DKC came back. Atlas better? Sure. If you think Atlas is better, that's fine. Can you stream Mario Wonder? Yeah, I'll stream Mario Wonder when it comes out. Absolutely. I'll definitely live stream Mario Wonder. The game looks like it's going to be a fun, chill game to play and stream. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah. Any other questions, guys? I think we should just wrap it up there. Guys, I don't care about Silent Hill 2 remake. A lot of you guys are asking me about Silent Hill 2. I don't care about Silent Hill 2. I mean, I'll keep it a buck. I do not care about Silent Hill 2. All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap it up there because I'm getting too many Silent Hill 2 questions. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. I do appreciate it. We will be back maybe tomorrow. Oh, my God. Enrique Gonzalez with the last second $5 donation. And says, hi, OJ, it's been a while. Things have been difficult lately, so I couldn't be around. I wish you the best with a modest super chat. No, that is a awesome super chat. Thank you so much, Enrique. I appreciate you, man. Seriously, I'm sorry that things haven't been too well for you. Sorry about that, man. I hope things get better. Eternites is okay. It's solid. I don't know if it's like day one solid, but it's solid. But thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. Shout outs to Enrique. Prayers up for my man, Enrique. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream tonight. Check out my most recent video. If you want to know what I think about any game, especially Japanese RPGs and stuff, it's on the channel. You just go on my channel, search in PlayerEssence, Deca Police, PlayerEssence, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, PlayerEssence, whatever. Or check out my, big RPGs upcoming, games that I'm really excited about. If you want to know about Princess Peach's Showtime or Princess Peach Showtime, all that stuff's on the channel. All that stuff's there. What I think about the games, any of the leaks, Xbox stuff, Nintendo stuff, that's all there. So spend some time watching. It's up there for you guys. Get the view counts up a little bit more on those videos. And yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. I do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And we will be back probably. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or not. Got to double check. Servo. with the $2. This is what do I think about Silent Hill? I think it's time for me to okay, you asked me about Silent Hill 2. This is Silent Hill. What do I think about it? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. It's fine. All right, guys. Thank you guys for the last second donos. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the support. Shout outs to Big Bead Queen. Bead Queen, the Hokage S. Appreciate you. Big Bead Queen up at the top of the board, as in Big Dono Bead Queen. Thank you for the hundo. Appreciate that. Seriously. Shout outs to Rena Habag. The Hokage S's of the village are definitely putting in the work today. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for everything. You guys have a nice night. And I might stream tomorrow. I might not. I want to get my video done for the indie games video. So I want to get that done. So I might edit a little bit tonight, then just take tomorrow off and finish the editing. So we'll see. Depends on what happens. If there's some big news that drops from Tokyo Game Show, I'll stream. If there isn't, then I won't. So, all right, guys. Love y'all. You guys are awesome. You guys are phenomenal. Love you guys so much. Thank you for your support today. Shout outs to all the new Elite Ninjas. Shout outs to all the new subscribers. Shout outs to everybody that came here and watched. Like, seriously, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. We had a great stream today. So many viewers. So many people that came through. So thank you so much. All right, guys. Bye. Love y'all. Deuces.